Fine, it's fine.
All right.
As long as if Ray doesn't have to talk and doesn't have to steer the ship off the road like he usually does,
then
it's good. Yeah.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
There you go. Yeah, you can have it. Good, because we drive it straight into a volcano usually. So
except for that's the heart, Tim, and that can never be mended. You know that. The heart always breaks.
Nah, dude, one of your girlfriends take care of that for you.
Oh.
No, they usually go, well, thank you for the free meal. Have a good day, sir.
Ray is a 60-year-old man in a 30-year-old's body.
I am, yeah.
If anyone doesn't know.
Nice.
His references are like way older than they should be for someone his age.
Oh, you know,
Yeah.
I would love to see that fight. And I would.
What happened?
Oh,
What happened? What'd you do?
whatever. We're starting the show. Doesn't matter. We're doing it live. All
Fucking
right.
Ray.
I went to read the damn chats thinking I could on my phone. Nope, messes everything up. That's fantastic.
This fucking guy. This
That-
fucking guy.
Fucking great, man. Welcome to Bro Plata.
I was listening to Creed.
Yeah.
All right, now it's my pre-show routine, and now it's all fucked up because of Ray.
Good. I don't want you listening to Creed before the cruise, goddammit.
It's not even funny. Don't even bring that up.
I kind of want to go. There's a part of me.
I really want to go. I just can't swing it. I already checked.
Mm.
I mean, the cheapest cabins is $1,000 a person for a 2-person cabin, but if you go by yourself, it's like $1,800. So, I know, makes no sense.
$1,000 a person?
Yeah,
Ew.
for a 2-person cabin. But if you want to go by yourself, it's $1,800. So,
I mean, to hang out with the likes of Creed and Three Doors Down for a day.
I said I never go on another cruise, and I really don't want to. But this is the only reason I would like consider going on a cruise. But I can't swing it, unfortunately. It
Yeah,
pisses me off.
I don't
really
know.
wanted to now, like we dangled this fucking carrot in front of me, and then surprise, it's a fucking cruise you can't go on it. Fuck.
Yeah, I know. It's not fun. Not fun at all. Hold on, I'm gonna do something real quick. I have my laptop back up finally.
Be a whole lot of honkies on that boat.
Oh my god, it's gonna be one of the whitest cruises you'll ever see, dog.
See the lineup? It's them. It's Three Doors Down. Tantric.
I saw Tantric and almost shit my pants in joy. I'm like, I kind of want to go.
I know the boat now. Yeah. Vertical Horizon. Tonic.
Yeah,
I really want to go. I just won't be able to.
awful lot of cutters are gonna be on that cruise ship, especially for Vertical Horizon. It'll be like, I wanted to be everything he wanted. Like that's exactly what it's gonna be here in
And I'll
San.
cry. Listen to Gray Sky Morning.
It's like I used to cut myself to this music. Now my daughter does.
That'll be the emo cruise, man. That's gonna be the cutter cruise.
Oh, hold on. Let me do this. There's two of us.
Ew. This is a literal nightmare I've had.
Join us, Tim. Join us. All right, let's see if that takes us off. If it doesn't, thank God. All right, good. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything is great. Everything is back to normal. And
About to
we're
watch
in a
the Thanksgiving Day halftime show, but then you fucked everything up.
well, you can't, Tim.
Well, I can. I can just ignore you for 7 minutes, which sounds real nice, actually. Did you freeze again? I can't tell. Is he frozen or is he just being a dick? I think he froze. What now?
Now there is no what do you call it going into there's no power going to my goddamn laptop, Tim.
Plug it in.
It is plugged in, son.
Then what are you doing? Where's Paul?
I'm trying to. I don't know where Pulse is, bruh.
Did you talk to him today?
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, there. He doesn't fucking know. Dude, I figured you'd talk to him.
Well, hit him up then. Tell him to get his ass in here, bro. Oh my god. This is the worst day ever. It's ended on a shitty note, and I gotta wait 2 hours for pizza. 2 hours for pizza, Tim. 2 hours for pizza. 2 hours for pizza.
You trying to get me to quit?
No. Well, eating maybe, but that's about it.
I'd die. I mean, it'd probably take me a couple weeks first, but I'd die eventually.
Did you guys kill another black guy? What the fuck? No, Johnny, we did not.
Anyway, listen, he's not dead. Thomas is just missing. It's different.
Thomas is on permanent assignment at a real job. So that's you graduate from Bro Plata with a real job. Like that's all you get. You don't get a handshake. You don't get any of that shit. It's fucking hot in this house. God damn it. How do I not have power? This sucks, man. I've got lights. I've got equipment. Shit's just flickering everywhere, bro.
This is what we get for trying to extend ourselves. Like, let's be cool and have more than one show a week, and then this is what happens. I mean, not my fault at all. I'm killing it right now. Pulse, we don't know where he is. Ray's shit isn't working. I'm perfect.
Yeah. He's working. Yup. Like that's like saying he's paying child support. Johnny Smith Black. You can say it.
Is he?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
We don't know. You don't know.
Yeah, true.
I didn't even know Pulse was black till we saw him. Still not 100% convinced.
Wouldn't that be hilarious? It's like the world's greatest AI, and we're just like feeding it all the info. Oh, now my system's updating on my fucking laptop. That's awesome. Fucking garbage. Tim.
What?
Save me.
How about you just go and I'll do the show by myself until.
Had a bad day. Don't talk to me. Gonna ride this out. Yeah, I'll take myself off and produce. Although I can't produce on my phone.
Where is Pulse? We should. I thought you'd probably at least tell him to make sure he knew there was a show today. I thought that was on you. If I knew it was going to be on me,
we discussed that it was going to be on.
We did say that, but we did. Although we were shady about it when we talked about it.
Yeah, I don't know. Today the planets have not aligned at all. Timothy. Okay, power's back on fully. I can feel it. I can hear it. My printer next to me is going back on, so everything's back on. Good. I'm a fat biker with long hair, and am I black? Hey, you know what? You could have that cool, like, slick back that Al Sharpton had. You never know. He had nice hair. Really nice hair. It happens.
This is why Ray thinks it's okay to be racist on the show. He thinks the entire audience is black.
I kind of hope. Yeah, I hope.
That would be hilarious. The same if we were huge, like in one small country.
Like I am right now in Iraq for some reason, which is hilarious to me. Right. Have I shown you those numbers?
No, you're a target. That's why you're huge in Iraq. There's actually, you know what? I'm not going to expand on that because this could sound really bad.
Oh no, they play me at Al Qaeda training centers. I'm already. I got the email a long time ago.
God That's probably true. I mean, that fucking turned me.
Ah,
That's radicalized me. Fucking white people. They all like this?
ah. Oh man. Then I lost my charge head, Tim. I don't know where my charge head is. I haven't
know.
posted in the Discord. Haven't done anything. It's been a day.
Let me post in the Discord.
You
Somebody won't.
posted.
I figured
Yeah.
you would, so I didn't.
It's been a weird day. Have you ever I've been having a lot of nope days lately, man. It's not fun. Oh, power's back off.
Got a few nope years.
Power's back on. Yeah, power's off again.
Is it?
Yeah. What graham crackery. Like, people want to talk fucking infrastructure. Suck my ass when it comes to infrastructure right now. My power keeps flickering off and on, man. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I'm actually going to just go over to my recliner and do the show there. At least it's a fast charge. It's like the aliens did something today. It's the universe, bro. You know what? I believe it. I believe it. I really do believe it.
I mean, I was fine until somebody tried to kill me earlier. Other than that,
What happened?
somebody tried to murder me.
Who's the enemy?
So I'm trying to pull out of my garage, and like my neighbor's bush there's a blind spot there. It's like really edge all the way up and look over, see if anyone's coming from the left. And there's someone coming down the road across the street, and he's there seeing me do this. And then he puts his hand out the window and does one of these, like, go ahead. So I'm like, all right. He says it's clear. I look and the car's right fucking there. I just put my brakes.
Bro.
Just killed him, motherfucker.
Yeah, bro. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up. Yeah, my power's off again. Shit. Fuck this day, dude. Fuck this day. We have a good fight card coming up too. I'm kind of excited for Aspinall and Tabura. That'll be interesting. Just gonna go into
all I hear is noises.
Can you hear me now?
Well, I can't hear you, but it's annoying. I mean, more so than usual.
Well, I'm sorry if my headphones from my Xbox work.
Not your
I'd be using that.
It's not your fault this time. Not really.
No, it's God's. It's God's fault, man.
I don't think that's true. Anyway,
Absolutely God's fault.
I disagree. Send donos so I can go on this cruise.
Yes.
Make the cruise. That's the only way I would go on a cruise. If you asked me before, like, what would have to be happening on a cruise for you to actually want to go to a cruise? I probably would say Creed has to be on that cruise. I'm not joking. That probably would have been the answer if you would have asked me 2 days ago.
That's funny.
Because I've talked about it on here before. I have no interest in going on another cruise, but this one I want to go on. Now, do I want to spend that many days? Do I want to spend that many days on a ship full of Creed fans? No, not really. But you take the good with the bad. Be a lot of red hats on that boat, I'm sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Creed made me found Christ, man. You don't mess with them.
Listen, Three Doors Down was the only band that would play at the Trump inauguration, so it was them and Toby Keith.
Yeah. Yeah, that was very hill roddy kind of thing. Oh, man. This thing ain't charging. What the fook?
I don't know. Paul said he'll be home in half an hour.
All righty. If I can make a half hour. I'm trying to. You might have to log in. No, you don't want to do that.
Every time I do it, it's a bigger pain in the ass, it seems like. Because it's never easy. It's never just, here's a password, sign in. Something always fucking happens.
Well, they have the numbers. I can give you the numbers.
Last time I did that, it didn't work.
Well, did you put them in wrong?
No. Last time I did it, they never sent the email.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that was.
but
a fucking bitch.
it did for Pulse.
Well, here's the thing. Never had that problem with StreamYard. Always got the email on StreamYard.
Well, you know,
Tim
things
was
happen.
right. Tim was right. No, Two Joints. He's
Tim
the
is-
Tolkien co-host. He's a big fan of J.R.R. Tolkien.
There
Tolkien.
we go. All right, better.
Pulse's nickname in the hood is Raw Dog. What do you know about the hood, Two Joints? You're Canadian. You don't have real hoods.
He's got that Vancouver. He's got that sweet Vancouver hood cred to him. You know, riots on.
Can you
laws-
imagine a Canadian mugging?
Hey,
If
could you go?
If it's convenient, could you give me your wallet? Yeah, that's.
I just want to, I want to ask you nicely with this gun here that, you gotta give me your wallet. I'm sorry to say, but it's one of those things, man. Like, it's just gonna happen. Sorry.
Yeah.
We have hoods here, but I know because it's a white country. It's a mostly white country.
Yeah, your hoods are probably different.
It's like, wow, there's a lot of ghosts that live here. This is weird. Good times. But yeah, I don't know, dude. Like right now I'm sad. Disappointed. Why?
In you. Not you.
Many,
In the situation, I should say. It's not your fault this time.
yeah, I was gonna say many people are disappointed in me. You're gonna have to be more specific on like thing.
Guards don't play today.
Yeah. And I watched the game yesterday too, man.
Yeah, I watched it too. You know what? They have a good bullpen. They just fucking blew it. They usually don't, so I'm not too mad. But they fucking blew it, and that really sucks, man. Blowing a lead always sucks, especially when you're a team that doesn't do it very often. It's not fun to watch blowing a lead.
Yeah. Well, if it's your team that's taking the lead, it's quite nice, actually.
Well, they've done that a lot more to other teams than they've done it themselves this year. Although they did it like twice since the All-Star break. They did it.
Really?
They did it against Texas too. But I still think the bullpen's going to be fine. It's just kind of crappy games. But and then when the ninth happened, I mean, just the one sure thing in Pittsburgh is David Bednar. So, although he's about to be gone, so enjoy him for the next week or so.
Yeah, the Nuttings love to give up good talent because they can't afford them, and that's horseshit.
And the people are going to be pissed because he's a Pittsburgh guy and he's really good. But the thing is, it doesn't make sense. Like, they're not going to be able to keep him there. And because they just signed Reynolds, he has all the money now. There's no more money. And the only thing they can do is get some prospects out of him. So they might as well do that. So you got to do it, man. When you're one of those teams that doesn't spend a lot of money, you gotta trade guys when you can to get prospects and hope that it helps you in the long run. Cleveland does it all the time. I don't know what's about to happen this week or next week with the trade deadline, but I don't know. All of our starting pitchers are hurt, or else I think for sure that Bieber is going to get moved. But we need Bieber right now because everyone's hurt, and he's hurt too. He's on a 15-day DL. So,
oh god, and you can't trade him. I don't think you can trade. Yeah, I don't think you can trade guys who are on the DL.
You can. They don't let you do it in video games, but you can. Yeah, I always thought it was weird. Like, why can't you trade a guy on IL on video? You can. Yeah. You see, this was important. Nurmagomedov's out against Sandgren. That bums me out because I really wanted to see that fight.
Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
Yeah, and then Rob Font is gonna. I mean, Rob Font, he looked good in his last fight, but I'm not nearly as excited for that fight as I was before.
No, yeah. That anytime Corey Sandhagen goes up against somebody super good.
What is it, Sandgren? Ryan Sandgren? Okay, yeah, Sandhagen. Anytime Corey gets a really good opponent like a Nurmagomedov, I do get excited. Rob Font,
Yeah, it does. It
well-
brings the excitement down a little bit, but what are you gonna do?
We did think he was going to get beat in his last fight, and he looked great. So I don't.
Yeah, I mean,
No, he wasn't fighting Sandhagen, but it'll be fine. It's just not not what I was expecting.
Johnny Smith says Fond is toast.
He said Fuga baseball. Why? The Yankees? It'll be fine.
Typical New York fan. Just the world's closing around me. Fuck off.
Yeah, they fire managers who make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Which would, to fans of Cleveland and Pittsburgh, that'd be insane to us.
Yeah.
Unless he, I don't know, touched somebody.
Yeah, pretty much. Or like, Lloyd McClendon. We all loved Lloyd because he played for us as well.
You know, I actually didn't realize this because I haven't looked at any other standings. But number one, Orioles are now in a first place tie in the East with the Rays. And the Yankees are in last place in the division. However, they do have a half a game better record than Minnesota, who's in first place in their division. So it is what it is. But
yeah, I don't know. I haven't really been following baseball much this year. I kind of fell off.
The Guards are 47 and 49, and they're 2 games back of first place. So,
which is hilarious. Like when I saw that they were when they were first in the division with a shit record, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
It happens, man. I mean, for a while there, the Central was the strongest division for a long time. I mean, they had AL pennant winners 3 years in a row, 14, 15, 16. It just is what it is. It's just their time to be a shitty division right now, but it is what it is. But there's 3 playoff teams that very possibly will all come from the East. So, I don't know.
None of this is working, Tim.
Well, right. I'm trying to be professional and do a show anyway, and you're just screaming the whole time, literally screaming.
Because I'm frustrated. Because I want to look professional, not like in a rectangle.
You never do. Even did you think you
very
did?
Professional? Yeah.
Again, swing and a miss. Well, you know what? This doesn't look professional at all. This doesn't look professional. Would be being in the same space in a fancy studio, not this. No one looks professional like this remotely. Like this.
I'm aware. It's basically a Zoom meeting,
right? But it's the best you can do.
Yeah.
Unless we had someone who could really edit us up to make us look like we're in the same building.
That would be done,
but it seems very difficult.
Ray is ghost hunting.
Let's look like he's ghost hunting. Yankees and a Blue Jays, but you can only be one. Get out of here. You have one team. Stop it.
Chat room. This chat room is not professional. Agreed. And I'm expecting the Grudge Beach to pop out behind Ray.
Somebody who named their child after the girl from The Ring.
Did you know somebody that did that?
Mm-hmm. Well, she had like a normal name, but I don't know what was the name of the girl from The Ring. I'm afraid to Google it. 7 days. I'm gonna get an email.
Sandra. It's some basic bitch name like Kim or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Susan. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go check to see if my printer's on. Oh, is my printer on? That's how I'm gonna. No, it is not.
I can't find. Can't find it.
I believe Pulse is here.
That's good. Let him in. You can leave.
I'm gonna try. Hey, Pulse.
There he is.
What's up, my man? Oh, hold on. There we are. Mic was off.
I said, "What's up, guys? Sorry I'm late."
Oh, it's all good, buddy.
Samara. Her name's Samara.
Ooh. That is actually a really cool name.
Yeah, it is. But it's just like, where'd you get that from? Well, a horror movie. We named you after the Beast and the horror movie.
But Pulse, I'm gonna let you run the show. I'm dealing with something here at the house.
What's going on?
I have like
Ray being Ray.
almost no power.
Oh,
Like it's a brownout at my house, so I can't charge my phone. I can't do shit right now. So I'm gonna let you and Tim be, and then when I come back, I'll ruin the festivities. How about that?
okay, sounds good.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Bye, Ray.
Bye.
That
You want to say?
that is frustrating though. There was one show I know that my power went out and I couldn't do it. It really pissed me off because it was on a Tuesday and I was trying and I couldn't, just the power was out. Nothing I could do. So Ray and Thomas had to do it without me, but it pissed me off. Every once in a while I'll go into my car to see what they were doing, but that's it. Anyway, because my phone was also dead. That was another thing too. My phone was dead. And we had no power. So that sucked. So it's not actually Ray's fault. How are you, Pulse?
I'm okay dealing with some things, but I'm okay.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Just life.
Life shit.
Yeah.
Do you need me to kill someone for you?
Ooh, I'm gonna keep that in the Rolodex.
All right. Yeah, just in case. Just in case. I'll go down and rent a helicopter and take some people out after I'm done shooting hogs. Have you done that? I really want to do that.
Shot hogs?
Yeah, from a helicopter. Have you done that? That's something is readily available to do in Texas. You can just rent a plane, go on a farm, and just with AR-15 or anything. It's Texas. You can get whatever you want and just blow them away from the helicopter. It's 100% legal, and there's like companies that you can pay to do that.
I'm gonna put that.
My uncle's
on
done it, and now that's like, I'm not even a gun person, and I've never been in a helicopter. I don't really like flying, but those things combined, I'm not much of a hunter either. I'm not a hunter at all. Those things combined, yes, I'll do it if they're all together like that. Yes, please. Like, wow, would you say no to that? If someone's like, do you want to go to a helicopter and shoot hogs? How could you say no to that?
You know something, man, and I'm gonna put that on my bucket list too. But also, I gotta say, after Kobe Bryant, I'm scared to ride in helicopters, man.
Well, they've never been the safest things ever, but there was a situation, right? Was there a fire? There was a storm. There was something crazy that went on. It was just bad luck, it's just one of those things, man. But they've always been less safe than planes. But,
I don't like planes either. I mean, I've flown several times before, but doesn't mean I like it.
I'm never excited to fly.
Yeah.
Especially when we got back from Vegas, we had a really bumpy takeoff, and I was not happy. Especially because Frontier's seats are so fucking flimsy. So it's just like.
Have you ever ridden Amtrak?
No, I don't think so. No. Wait. Yeah, I think I took a train from like Princeton to New York, but that's about it. So, but not far.
Yeah, I know that I know that there have been train crashes as well, but for some reason that doesn't
There's a lot.
me. Yeah, that's what I've been told, but I'd still rather.
I don't think they're always fatal though. I think that's what like helicopter goes down, someone's probably dying.
Right.
Think of the plane. But I think Amtrak's, if you train derails, you might get lucky. Sometimes I think that's true. I don't know. We also don't hear about it, right? If you look up how many there's been a lot, but you're like, I don't remember hearing about any of these.
Yeah.
Unless it's containing dangerous chemicals and it's in East Palestine, Ohio, like that one you hear about.
Right. No, it might actually be less safe than a plane, but it's just I feel a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, so are cars. Like, cars a lot more dangerous than planes. But it's just the thing is, the plane crash, it's all over. You're done.
Right.
But no, they're pretty safe for the most part. Although there's been according to my uncle, there's been a pilot shortage, and it's kind of forcing some people to hire less than perfect candidates.
Well, I was asking somebody a while back. I was like, it's 2023 already. Shouldn't we have flying cars by now? And then he told me something that made me think. He was like, do you really think that's a better option with all the
zero.
Right.
Zero. I mean, because you'd have to. I was thinking about that too, not that long ago. I'm like, because you'd have to have some sort of system. If not, it would just be everybody just running into each other.
Right. And they'd have nowhere to go except to the ground. So it's
Right.
like
Yeah.
people below them wouldn't be safe either. So
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pilots are under 5'4". I'm sure there's some. I don't know. But for a long time, no airline would hire anyone without a college degree. I mean, it didn't matter what it was in. It was just kind of the point of it. You just had to have a degree in something, a bachelor's in something. And now it's no longer a requirement. However, it didn't have to be in aviation. It could have been in leisure studies. So it does, it was just, I don't know, it's one of those things. It didn't really matter anyway.
So you said bachelor's. So you had to have a 4-year degree to even go to flight school?
Yes.
But not anymore.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you can get flight. Well, you definitely would. The airlines definitely wouldn't hire you, but they've changed that in the last few years at least. I mean, you still have to have all your flight hours, right? I mean, that's not all your simulation and all your training, all of that. But it's just, well, like Verizon, like even the people who work on the floor have a bachelor's degree. They won't hire anybody without one. I think that's still true. I don't know if that's still true or not. That might not be true either anymore. But it used to be. So if you go to a Verizon, even if someone's just helping you on the floor, they have a degree in something. Like my friend started at Verizon. He got promoted a bunch of times before he left, but he had a psychology degree and a bachelor's in psychology, which you can't really do much with. So he just started working at Verizon, but they wouldn't hire anybody without a 4-year degree. But it's the same thing with flying, but then they pilot shortage, so they said, well, as long as you have, and I do agree with this, like as long as you have the training and the hours, why does it matter if you went to college or not? If the degree isn't in aviation, it doesn't matter.
Well, I understand that to be a pilot, but you need a degree to sell cell phones?
Yeah.
That's wow, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I mean, if you can, I mean, I understand. It doesn't matter what they got the degree in. It just matters that they were capable of, completing tasks, and studying and the things they had to do. I understand it. If you have a choice, I get it. But that doesn't mean there aren't people out there that are fantastic workers and really smart people that do not have degrees. There's tons of them, right? So, but I understand why they do that. But I mean, to think you can't get great workers the other way is silly. But
well,
I don't know, whatever you want it to be, like every other show. We did bring up earlier before you got here. We were talking about Nurmagomedov being out against Sandhagen.
Oh yeah, they booked Sandhagen versus Font now.
Yeah, which is not nearly as interesting. I was really looking forward to that Nurmagomedov Sandhagen fight, and like I did think Rob Font was gonna get beaten his last fight, and he looked great. So I mean, who knows? But I'm a lot less excited. Like I probably would have made sure I watched that fight live, the Sandhagen and Magomedov fight. This one, I can miss it. I'll watch it later.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah, it's a bummer. Just, it is what it is. But I also, they moved. I think wasn't Costa supposed to fight soon? They moved him off a card. They put him on the 294 against
Chimaev.
Yeah, that should be fun.
Yes.
Two people I want to lose, so I want them both to get beat. Is that possible?
Well, I mean, what's your early prediction? Who do you have winning?
Oh, Chimaev, 100%.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%. What is this? It's going to be at 85, right?
Yeah, at 85. That's what I don't think Khamzat ragdolls people like he did at welterweight at 85.
I think he did. I mean, who else? Who did he fight?
He fought Kevin Holland there, but Kevin Holland was coming up.
But I mean, he knocked Mershot out, and those other three guys he did ragdoll. So I think everybody he fought at 85, he did ragdoll.
I just go back to his fight against Gilbert Burns. He got
That was
dropped.
That was
He got
170 though.
Yeah, that was at 70, but he got dropped by Gilbert. If
He was
Paulo,
also a great fighter. He was the best fighter he fought. Still to this day, he's the best fighter he's fought.
this is
But
true,
it makes
but
sense.
you gotta imagine Paulo has more power than Gilbert. If he touches him with the same punch, like how would that go?
Do you comb your hair with a firecracker? Maybe. Actually, I did brush my hair before I came on. Just when I put the headphones on, it gets all like whatever. No, I mean, don't give him too much shit for having a tough fight against the toughest guy he's fought. You know, I think
It's just crazy how people, he looked so good in that fight against Khamzat, but then in this fight against Bilal Muhammad, it was like a different guy.
oh man, it happens. You know, you never know what's going on, man, in someone's head or their body. What's going on? You know, what kind of camp they had. Be a billion things. Yeah, and also like you never know people's mentality. It can change everything. I mean, like Derek Lewis, you never knew what Derek Lewis was going to show up.
That's true.
Like if you did, like the betting lines would be different. You know, sometimes he just would throw a clunker out there, and it kind of sucked. But other times he looked like he's unstoppable.
That is true. That is true. Who else? Any other big fight? Oh yeah, Sean Strickland versus Adesanya. I guess it's official.
Yeah, it has been for a while, hasn't it? That's soon. That's on 293, isn't it?
Well,
Oh,
you remember
Strickland.
that-
I'm sorry. Sorry, I was thinking O'Malley. Yeah, Strickland Adesanya. It is. When's that gonna happen?
Yeah. Well, I guess since Duplessis is out now,
Okay.
the fight that I think a lot of people would have preferred to see. I don't know how the fight's gonna go. I'm pulling for Strickland, but I know the build up to it is gonna be great.
I'm seeing from MMA Fighting .com Israel Adesanya. He says that Duplessis won't take fight. Strickland is next for title shot. I don't know if it's official, but it looks like this is the way they're leaning.
Well, I'm all in on Strickland, man. I know a lot of people think that's crazy. They're like, how can he beat Adesanya with just straight boxing?
Yeah, I don't think there's any chance in hell, actually.
Oh,
But I don't know. It'd be fun to watch, though. I'll watch it.
I mean, yeah,
It's going to be kind of the same thing that happened with against Pereira. The
you
Brazilian
think
guy.
so?
I think so, man. But we'll see.
I don't think Adesanya can show him anything he hasn't seen before. So, and I have a theory on Adesanya. I think
he's the only one that can show him something he hasn't seen before. Only one guy fights like he does. As nasty as Pereira is, but Israel. Only
I have
he
a
fights
theory
like
on Izzy. I have a theory. I think we're about to witness his descent, his downward spiral. He's starting to turn into a drunkard like Conor McGregor, and I think his career is about to go the same way.
Maybe. Although it'd be more intriguing if he got better after becoming an alcoholic. That's what I want to see. See a guy who fights drunk and beats the hell out of people. Like that one guy that GSP brought the Ultimate Fighter that one time. That Muay Thai guy that smelled like liquor and he beat the hell out of everybody. Remember that guy?
Oh, this was on the show?
That was on Ultimate Fighter. It was like what it was, GSP Koscheck.
Oh, okay.
GSP brought some Muay Thai guy, some French dude, and he was hammered. And he's always drunk, and he was sparring with people and beating the hell out of them, and you could smell liquor on him.
Wow.
Well, that's awesome. That's a badass.
I wonder how many athletes have actually performed while drunk. I know David Wells said he was having a hangover or something like that.
Yeah. Probably a bunch. I mean, there's that one. I think Mark Burley pitched in the World Series after he had drank some beers. I don't think he was hammered. But they told him he wasn't going to pitch. He's like, "You sure I'm not going to pitch?" He's like, "Yeah, we're not going to use you." And it went to extra innings, and he was like 3 beers deep when they asked him to pitch. But, which is funny. But dude, I'm sure didn't guys have beers in the sidelines in the 50s in the NFL? Like,
Well, I'm
like,
wondering, does that actually loosen them up, or does it?
it depends who you are, man. It's like anything else.
Yeah, so it's like, but does it weaken your stuff though?
It depends who you are, man. I don't know. Some people are probably better when they're drunk.
Well, I know that Mike Tyson, he said he was high as shit when he fought Lou Savares.
It's awesome.
And he won. He won by knockout. So
Doc Ellis was on, LSD
right?
when he threw no hitters. So, that's awesome.
Man, I believe Daryl Strawberry said he played while high.
Oh, probably. I mean, that guy.
Anybody, yeah.
Yeah, dude, probably. Him and Doc Gooden probably both.
Doc Gooden, yeah. Yeah.
But probably everybody on those Mets teams.
Yeah. Well, it's the 80s, man. It's like, cocaine was more prevalent, I think.
Anyway, I wish I could have had 80s cocaine. Kind of like bummed. It used to be, number one, it wasn't fentanyl, which was nice.
Have you ever, yeah, that's true. But have you ever seen the movie The Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
Okay, so those lemons that they were talking about, those Quaaludes?
Quaaludes, yeah.
Some guy found a pack and was trying to sell them on eBay, and he wanted like $100,000 for a bottle of 30.
Did he get arrested? Like, what happened?
Taken down or
not
what?
legal, right?
Well, I just know that apparently.
Well, no, I mean it would be illegal for him to sell them, though.
Yeah, because it's a controlled substance, huh?
Right. Yeah, but he probably would have gotten that from somebody if they were real. I don't know. I try them. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know we probably shouldn't advocate for drug use, but that movie sure did make them look fun.
A little bit, man. No, that's that, man. That was one of my favorite scenes in any Scorsese movie. It was when he's like he can't move and he's
Right.
trying to wheel himself to where the cocaine is, and he just like puts the vial in his nose the whole time.
What is your favorite Scorsese movie?
Fuck, I don't know. I mean, just a lot of good ones, man. I mean, Goodfellas is so great. I'm not gonna say it's not. Of course it is. And Wolf of Wall Street, but probably The Departed. Just remember watching that movie. I don't know if I was ever like as excited watching a movie as I was The Departed. Like, I think it was great.
I concur. But I will say this though, and people have told me I'm crazy, but I actually rate Casino over Goodfellas.
I don't know.
Yes, and I actually rate Carlito's Way over Scarface.
I don't think I've actually seen either of those all the way through. So, dude, I don't need to watch those movies. I don't need fucking seven. Any movie with Angel Salazar, I don't need to watch. Right? I know Angel Salazar. I don't need to watch anything in a movie.
Oh man, Scarface is a classic, man.
I know it is, but I don't think I don't think I've seen the whole thing all the way through. I've seen pieces of it.
Yeah, there's a few movies that.
So Joyce is calling you racist because he says there's no black people in Goodfellas or Casino, which is probably untrue, but
that's not true. Samuel Jackson plays Stax.
There you go.
He's in there briefly before they kill him.
Silence is a pretty good movie too. I don't think anyone really watched Silence. I did. It's like 3 hours long and really slow, but it's pretty good.
Oh, City of God. That's a good one. Have you ever seen that?
I'm not sure. Maybe
it's
not.
It's man, like if you ever watch that movie, you'll understand that Brazil is no joke. Like for real, it's no joke. Like the ghettos over there, I guess they call them the favelas. They kind of make ghettos in America look like Disneyland,
I believe you.
Like Chicago on its worst day can't fuck with the slums of Rio. I don't think.
Since this new one coming out, a Scorsese movie is yeah. Killers of the Flower Moon. Yeah, that's coming out this year.
Did you
October
see
6th?
Did you see The Irishman?
Yeah, I did, and I watched it all in one sitting. I sat there and watched the whole thing.
It was like 4 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah, 5, I think, something like that. It was fine. It was fine. I didn't have a problem with it, but I definitely don't think it was one of his best movies, but it wasn't bad. And I mean, like a bad Scorsese movie is still a pretty damn good movie.
Right.
It was just, I don't know, all that like CGI they did, everyone's faces was weird, and I don't think it looked good. And I wasn't very convinced that they were. Yeah, I don't know. They looked old the entire movie. Like
Yeah.
even when in the beginning, when De Niro's supposed to look 30, he moves like he's 70. Like, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an ambitious project, and I don't know, it was all right, but geez.
What's a movie that you have not seen that everybody else has?
Well, Scarface apparently.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, besides that,
Friday.
you've never seen Friday?
Not all the way through. I've seen pieces of it, but not.
Oh man, Tim,
I
I thought you were like a real movie aficionado.
I am really kind of, but yeah, that's one of those ones. It's for whatever reason just haven't gotten through it. The thing is, I have seen like one of the sequels, but I haven't seen the original one.
Okay.
And I think watching one of the sequels before I saw the original one like turned me off, which wasn't fair. It isn't fair to the Friday franchise that I saw like the third one first. That's not fair because it wasn't very good, but that doesn't mean Friday wasn't. So.
Oh, Friday's a classic, in my opinion.
Got nothing to do with still seen Friday. That's a good point. Yeah, I know. One of those things, man. Godfather, another one all the way through. Haven't seen it. And I want to. I just know like I'm gonna have to be in a mood and I'm gonna have to. I don't know. Maybe if I get ADHD drugs back, I'll watch Godfather because I'm having a hard time watching any movie all the way through because I have to keep my phone in another room if I want to watch a movie because I'll be like, even if I'm enjoying the movie, I'll be like, fucking ADD, bro. It's annoying as fuck.
Well, one for me is what's the Mel Gibson one where his face is all blue?
His face is all blue.
Yeah, he's
Braveheart.
Braveheart. That's it. Yeah, I've never seen that movie.
That was on my list for a while too. But I saw it like a year or two ago. But for a while, I didn't see it either. But no, Braveheart's pretty solid.
Okay.
Yeah, Braveheart's good.
Yeah, that and then the whole Star Wars anthology. Never seen them.
Yeah, it's weird. You gotta see those, man.
I know. It's just because everybody references them all the time. So I feel like I know, I know about Yoda. He's a little green guy that talks backwards.
Right. Although I feel like at this point, when you watch New Hope for the first time, you're gonna be like, I don't get it. Or like what was all the hype? Probably. I don't know.
Well, I heard there's a way you can watch them instead of watching them in order. You can watch like one of them first, and then it makes more sense if you watch one of the episodes first, like instead of watching them the way they came out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Like in timeline order?
Yeah, timeline order.
I don't know if I'd do that.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm just gonna watch the OG one first, and then
yeah. Oh, I don't know. How do you usually do with movies from the 70s? Because they all crawl along. They're different.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Field of Dreams is the worst pile of shit movie ever. Okay, that's way fucking off. That's so off that I'm not even gonna elaborate on why that's off. That's just a big swing and I miss there, 2 joints. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, man, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I mean, I would watch them in that order, but I don't know, if you're gonna think the whole franchise sucks because the first one was made in the 70s, then maybe you should watch them, from the beginning, with the timeline. Although, like when that one came out, everyone hated it at first, so I don't.
Oh, did they? It wasn't a smash hit when it first premiered?
No. Well, no. I mean, they waited so long to make any sequels after the third movie. When they went back and made the first prequel, people were like, "Dude, this fucking sucks."
Okay, so how exactly does it work? The first one came out when, in the 70s?
Yeah.
Because those obviously before my time, but that wasn't the first in the
timeline. No, the first one timeline came out like I don't know when did. And then 2000 maybe, or maybe late 90s. I can't remember. Let me take a look. Star Wars movies release dates. Okay. Episode 1 was 1999. And where is hold on. I thought I pulled it up. Now I'm gonna get Star Wars cookies. Where is it? Okay, New Hope was 77. Then Empire Strikes Back was 80. Return of the Jedi was 83, and then not until 99 when the Phantom Menace came out.
Okay. Well, it's $1 billion franchise. It's done fine without my viewership, but I know I'm late to the party, so I feel like I gotta get
Well,
started.
also there's all this.
And then they got this TV show everybody's talking about called Mandalorian. And I kind of want to get into that too, just to see what the.
That's what I was gonna say. I mean, you got to watch that. The Mandalorian's awesome. Except Ray will ruin it for you. But besides that, Ray obviously Pulse didn't know. I'm telling Pulse. What are you talking about?
I heard Gina Carano's in it. Is that true?
Yeah, until she got fired.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember there was some controversy. I forgot what it was though.
Yeah, she said something like, "Man, what did she say?" I'm not 100%. I think I know what it was, but I'm not going to say because I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to get it wrong.
Okay.
I think I don't know.
Have you ever seen A Shawshank Redemption?
Yeah, of course. It's one of the greatest movies of all time.
I agree 100%. I don't know anybody who does not like that movie.
It's a great movie.
Great movie. But you know what I think is overrated though?
Overrated? What?
Good
Ray
Will
Hycliffe?
Hunting. No, Good Will Hunting. Ray's great, but Good Will Hunting.
I love Good Will Hunting. You kidding me?
Oh man,
it's awesome. Oh, it's Robin Williams is the best. That's why
he's the only redeemable part of that movie. But as far as the character of Will Hunting, it's just a bunch of first world problems he has. He's like,
well, I mean, he is a poor. Well, is it? I mean, he did get beat as a child, and he was homeless and he got beat with a wrench. I picked the wrench because fuck him. That's why.
Okay, but life sort of worked itself out for him later on. He grew up to be not a bad looking guy. He's a fucking genius. He's sure. The one scene, the professor, he writes this long ass equation on the chalkboard. Said it took him 3 months to figure it out. At this point in the story, Will Hunting is a custodian at the college.
Yeah.
He puts his push mount down and just solves it in seconds.
Right.
So I feel like life made up for whatever rough, childhood that he had to go through,
Maybe, but the point is, no matter what you have at that point, you still have the fucking demons of your past weighing you down. That's kind of one of the big points of the movie,
I mean, he's got a gang of close-knit friends that will probably die for him.
That's true.
Got Mini Driver. He's got,
That's true. That's true. But he still has these inner demons, that's kind of part of it,
I mean, who doesn't have inner demons from their childhood,
Sure, but it's someone, I don't know, working through it.
I guess.
Wait, betas do what? What is he talking about? Bro, how's Ray more annoying on chat than he is in person? I didn't think that'd be possible. I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, and you know what else? Also, I gotta say, I grew up a fan of the Rocky franchise, right? All the movies. But as I've gotten older, you know what I realized?
Rainmaker's a great movie. Anyway, keep going.
Those movies are kind of ridiculous, when you get to thinking about it.
Well, they are, but they're fun as hell. Like they're super ridiculous, dude. They're beyond ridiculous.
I mean, you understand throughout the whole saga of Rocky, all the movie. How many movies is it? Not counting Creed's. Oh, there are like 6 of them, right? 5?
Yeah, 6.
Out of all the fights that Rocky had, all the boxing matches, you realize he only lost one of them?
Yeah. Well, we know 2.
No, 1.
2.
Who? He got knocked out by Clubber Lang, but who else did he lose to?
Well, he lost in the first movie. He lost the Creed.
That ended in a draw, remember?
No, he lost.
No, they ended
No,
in a
he
draw.
lost. He
Him and
lost.
Apollo ended in a draw. That's why they had to run it back.
No, they ran it back because it was close and the decision was controversial. He lost.
I'm pretty sure it was a draw.
He lost. Chat, tell me out here. He lost.
Well,
Do I have to look
even
it up?
still, he was half retarded when the fight was booked. Like, I mean,
I know.
like,
He was super punch drunk. He should have. Yeah,
how did
he
he
should have
even
been
like,
fighting
how did he
anymore.
get sanctioned? I'm sure he would have had to taken a physical. And you like, I don't know. It's just kind of ridiculous. And then the fourth one, when he goes and fights Ivan Drago.
Uh-huh.
So they show the contrast in the way that they're training. They show, Rocky, he's all grassroots. They got him up in Moscow. They put that thing that they put on oxen on his back, and they're just like pushing him through the snow and shit. Then you look at Drago, they straight up show this guy taking steroids.
Yeah.
And it's
The
like,
funny thing is they're both on steroids.
how well, in real life probably, but I'm just saying in the movie, how far-fetched is this? They showed him hit this punch machine, and they're like, whatever he hits, he kills. But not Rocky, because Rocky's from Philadelphia, and he's got the heart, he got the eye of the tiger.
Right. He went in a cabin in the snowy woods. And he just works out with the trees.
Yeah.
He just chops woods.
And that's all it takes, man.
Yes. Well, yeah, you're right. It's 100% ridiculous, but that's why it's so great.
I know. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the movies, but when you get older, you start to realize how ridiculous these.
Yeah, no, they're super dumb. Oh, damn it!
What happened?
Glasses broke. Look at this.
Oh, shucks.
Hey, what's up? I broke my glasses just by wearing them. So what happens when you buy a pack of a dozen pairs of sunglasses on Amazon for $12?
Did they break in half like in the?
So hold on. Other, my niece is down here. They're staying here because their mother just had surgery. She's fine.
Okay, good.
Where were we? Yeah, dude, I need to. I'll get to the other lens out. It kind of look like the glasses from Major League.
Oh yeah. How good was that movie?
Here we go. What?
How good was that movie, Major League?
Best movie ever. We've talked about it many times.
Arguably the best sports movie ever.
Definitely, in my opinion, the best sports movie ever.
Well, the best baseball movie ever. I can say that for sure.
I don't think there's a better sports movie, in my opinion. We've talked about this a lot.
Yes, but there are some that are close, like Rudy.
No, Rudy's not even close. Rudy's okay, but Rudy's not even close to Major League.
How far-fetched was Rudy, man? Rudy, that whole movie.
Well, it was a true story. It was far-fetched.
I mean, but he plays one game. He plays one play at the end of the game. That's the entirety of his career.
Well, that's the story. That's the real story. Except for the chanting. There's no chanting. But besides that, Any Given Sunday. Any Given Sunday is maybe the best football movie, except for the eye that comes out in the field. That's not necessary. That's ridiculous. Get out of here.
Yeah, that was kind of
Come on, Oliver Stone. Calm down.
It was a great movie, though. Have you ever seen The Program?
Yeah, the program's okay. I really like The Replacements, and the reason I like it is because it's a comedy. It's a fictional comedy, but they do really take a lot of stuff that happened during the actual strike in '87, like when they got a guy out of prison to play for them. That 100% happened, which is like the craziest story. The Redskins got a quarterback who was in prison. They needed another quarterback. They were able to get him out to play for them and then send him back to prison when they were done with him. That's 100% true. Then he served out the rest of his sentence. This is the craziest thing ever.
That actually happened? What he was
100% happened. Yeah.
What was he in prison for?
I don't remember. I think it was something violent though.
I mean, so they gave him a work release to go play football?
Yes.
What if he killed somebody while he was free?
I know. I don't know. I don't know what he was in for. But but they sent him straight back right afterwards, and he had I think he had a couple years left. Like it wasn't like he had a month left. He had a couple years left.
Well, I remember.
Crazy.
I remember. Do you remember the shortstop for the Braves a few years back named Rafael Furcal?
Yeah.
Okay, he was slated to go to jail for I think a DUI or something like that, with withholding his sentence until the season ended. And I remember it was like the last game of a series against the Stros, and it was like as soon as the game ended, he was supposed to go to jail, and it was tied in the ninth, and he had home run to extend it, and it's sort of like he was like batting to keep himself out of jail.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Man, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I gotta look up more about that guy. Maybe for next week. That quarterback, and he was a quarterback. But the craziest thing about that is, who thought instead of finding someone else, the next guy on the list that was not in jail, there's no, it's got to be this guy. It's got to be this guy. Can we get him? I don't know. It's fucking. I don't know. We're the Redskins, man, and watch just the pro football team in the city is the highest authority, right? So you gotta.
Right.
If anyone can get him out of jail, it's the football team. Especially because if they didn't play so well, they wouldn't have made the playoffs, and that's the year they won the Super Bowl.
I'm going to look that up now. I got to see who this is. He must have had a hell of an arm.
Well, I honestly think he didn't even start until the last game, and he made a big play. I think it was when they played Dallas in a game that if they would have lost, they would have had a hard time making the playoffs. So. And the craziest thing is, until a couple years ago, they never gave those guys Super Bowl rings.
Really?
Yeah. Which when I found out about that, it pissed me off. I'm like, what? That makes no sense. They save your season, and you're not going to give them rings? You're kidding me? Whatever. But in the movie The Replacements, they played a team. Their last game against a team that basically all crossed the picket line, and they were all replacement players playing against the team that crossed the picket line and beat them. So that happened.
You know what I know?
The ring equals hemorrhoids. I watched some more of those too. We'll wait till Ray gets back, but I watched the Bruiser Brody one.
Oh, did you?
I did, yeah.
What'd you think?
I don't know how that guy was Jose Gonzalez. How did he get out of the locker room alive? Let alone the court case.
I know you're not the biggest wrestling fan. I know this, but what did you think of the documentary itself? Wasn't it great though?
Yeah, they've all been pretty. The ones I've seen are pretty good.
Yeah.
So they're good. Vice made them. Vice does awesome shit. Vice is great.
Yeah. Have you seen
Vice's name on it? It's going to be good.
Have you seen the Vice doc about this guy that goes by the name of General Buck Naked?
No, but I might have to.
Oh man, his real name is I think Joshua Blahi. He goes by General Buck Naked. And actually, I don't want to spoil it for you. I'm gonna send you the link to it. You got to check that out. It's pretty good.
What is it? It's not wrestling, is it?
No. It's he's the leader of I guess you'd call it like a militia or something like that, but they're in Libya.
Okay.
And, just the life that they live. I don't know how the cameramen for Vice got access to all that they got. Like sometimes I wonder about how safe do they feel in these third world?
Dude, it's crazy. They'll bring Vice was they put young reporters on shit that think they're invincible, and they'll go to war zones and be like, whatever, man. And you watch it, it's why did they do this? It's because they put young guys on it. They're like, oh, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're getting another request for me watching the one about the plane ride from hell. I will watch that one. I will.
You got to see that. That's my favorite one.
I haven't watched it yet, but I will. But no, I did watch the Bruiser Brody one, and that just made me, just not happy. Also, how can it be self-defense if the guy just has a butcher knife on him? It's that he just good thing he happened to have a butcher knife on him when that guy allegedly attacked him in the shower. Makes no sense.
Yeah, and the thing is, the guy he never went to prison for that.
I know. And apparently the guy who saw everything or the most was Tony Atlas, right? And they didn't even talk to him.
Well, didn't that take place in like Puerto Rico?
Yeah. So but I don't know. It just sucks that he didn't get any kind of justice for it like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still alive today, right? So, and free.
Crazy.
It's a plane ride from hell, a pay-per-view event. Do they wrestle on a plane? No, but that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Well, there was a fight. There were multiple fights on that plane ride, but I don't want to spoil the documentary for you. But
The other day I watched Ready to Rumble again. That's a fun movie. Ray
yeah,
doesn't like it. I think it's great.
well, if you were a fan of WCW, you might look at that movie kind of sideways because a lot of people feel David Arquette single-handedly killed that company.
Well, it had nothing to do with the movie, though. It had with the crap afterwards, right? Not the movie itself. Don't blame the movie. We're not blaming the movie.
No, that's true. But then also, for people to buy Oliver Platt as a wrestler is kind of a stretch,
He's a great actor. He can do anything.
He is. Have you seen Lake Placid?
Yeah. Is it the alligator one?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's great.
Yeah.
He was in a boxing movie too with James Wood. What was it called?
Diggstown, right?
Diggstown. Yeah, that's it. Diggstown. Yeah.
That's a great movie.
It's something. Yeah. What was it? Oh, they bet that he could beat anyone who wanted to fight him in the town in 24 hours or something like that. It's a crazy bet. Yeah. That's nuts. I'd love to see somebody try to do that. That'd be awesome.
Oh, have you ever seen Snake Eyes with Nicolas Cage?
I think so.
Oh man, that's one of my favorite movies ever. That's some
Really?
movies like that are just made to be seen in a theater. It doesn't, it just doesn't do it justice if you watch it on television.
Yeah, you know what? There's a bunch of like straight to streaming movies I've seen. A few of them that I'm like, man, this would have been great to see in a theater.
Also, the movie. Did you ever see the movie Nope?
Yeah.
Did you watch it in theaters though?
No.
Oh man, it's so much better that way.
I'm sure it would have been, man. I think a lot of movies just like that. Just a lot of times, I'll see a movie, I'm like, this movie's great, and then I'll watch it again when it comes out on video or streaming or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, this is a good movie, man. And the second time watching it was good, yeah. But then also, you'd be like, it's a pretty good movie in a theater, and you watch it at home, like, man, did the movie theater just make this better than I thought it was? I mean, I know I'm watching it for the second time, but like, it's way off what I thought it was.
Okay, so since you've seen it and I'm not spoiling it, what do you think about the monkey?
I don't know. I don't understand why that was really necessary. And this is like a necessary part of the story. Not really.
It really wasn't, but I think that he should have gotten his own movie. I think they should have made a movie about him and called it Furious George.
Furious George. He was probably the scariest part of that movie. So,
yeah.
So I don't know. They should have just made the movie The Monkey.
You ever seen The Great White Hype? With
Yes.
Damon Wayans?
Yes. Because that's the joke I was making when they booked the McGregor
Iris Terry
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, didn't they already do this with Peter Berg?
Yeah. And Peter Berg, he's like strictly a director now. Does he even act anymore?
Yeah, not really. Like you see him in anything, it's usually his own movies.
Did you see the movie Richard Jewell about the Atlanta bomber guy?
The one Eastwood did, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, he's a great actor. What's his name? Paul Walter Hauser, is that his name? I think that's him. He's a great actor.
Richard Jewell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure his name, but that is
his name, Paul Walter Hauser.
A couple nights ago. That's a great movie, and he did a good job.
Dude, there's Blackbird. It's a series with him and Taron Egerton. Is his name whatever his name is. It's on Apple Plus. It's called Blackbird. He plays this it's based on a true story. This serial killer, and he's so good. I think he won an Emmy for it, but he's so good.
Okay, I'll have to check it out. Yeah, but he and then Sam Rockwell playing his attorney. They both did really good in that movie.
Yeah, I love Rockwell. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I've ever said, "Oh, Sam Rockwell messed that movie up." No one's ever said that, man. Sam Rockwell,
Right. You know,
he's been
I was-
great in bad movies, dude. Have you seen Mr. Right? It's a corny movie that he did where he plays like a hitman who falls in love with Anna Kendrick. But he's
I
great.
have
In it.
seen that.
It's not a
Yes.
great movie, but he's great in it because he's Sam Rockwell.
Yeah, I agree. He's great. And certain people like sort of like Denzel Washington. He's just never in anything bad. You can't think of what's that bad Denzel Washington.
Roman J. Israel Esquire.
Okay, I never saw that. Okay.
But the thing is, he's good in that too, though. He's really good in that. It's not his fault.
Right.
I think he was nominated for an Oscar for it, but it wasn't a great movie. But he was great in it. You know, it's one of those things. It definitely wasn't his fault.
Right.
It's like I just watched Project Greenlight, and I watched the movie that they made in Project Greenlight. It's on Max. It's called Gray Matter, and it's not a great movie, but like it's not the actor's fault. The actors are great in it. It's not their fault at all. It's everything else.
Jays has a good question.
Okay.
Let me see if I can highlight this. Okay.
Yeah, click it.
Yeah, fuck it. I give up.
You gotta click it.
Can't see in these glasses.
Then take the glasses off.
I can't. They're for branding purposes.
I don't think it's working so far.
I'm not even in chat.
Which one is it? I'll look for it.
He has a question about the movie Weekend at Bernie's.
I haven't seen it in a very long time. But it's fun to reference. Just just carrying a dead guy around. But where is Raymond?
It's a good question.
Is power completely out?
I guess that's what he said. What happened again?
Well, his power went out, and then he had like a little bit of power. I don't know. That doesn't happen with me. Mine's usually is either on or off. It doesn't really do like you have half power or anything like that. I don't have that, but apparently that's what was happening.
You forgot to pay the bill?
No, just the power just went out.
Hmm.
I don't know. It happens to me sometimes when it's real hot here. Yeah, we usually get like 3 or 4 outages a year, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but still sunlight here, and I'm pretty smashed. Listen, this is how you watch this show. I don't think it could be enjoyed sober. I don't even know if it can be enjoyed, period, but definitely not sober.
Yeah, I was totally unprepared. I knew I was supposed to have
Trivia
questions. Yeah.
All right. Do it Tuesday. Have more days.
Okay.
I didn't do what I was supposed to do either, so it's fine. I'm like, I had 2 days. The Thursday shows always suck more. All right, we've noticed that lately. When we started doing the Thursday shows, they usually suck more. I'm enjoying it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, who doesn't like to talk about movies? What's the last movie you saw?
Yeah, that was it. Richard Jewell.
Richard Jewell. I watched one today. I mean, I saw it before, but I rewatched like a 90s movie, The Negotiator, with Samuel L. Jackson and Kevin Spacey.
Yes.
That's a good one. Paul
Is
Giamatti.
that true? Is that true? You can tell somebody's lying if they look up and to the left or up and to the right?
No, I don't know. Everyone's different. I don't know.
That was a good movie. It's too bad about Kevin Spacey, how he got canceled, but it's good acting.
Let's see. Tim's brother is awful at movie trivia. He thought Michelle Obama was Whitney Houston. No, he thought Kamala Harris was Michelle Obama. He's been worse though. He's gotten worse. Have you ever watched us when we do that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll have him on again soon. We haven't done it in a while. I have a list for him. I just haven't had him on yet. No, that's honestly like my favorite thing that we do on this show. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
My favorite one was, I think, is when he thought that Mick Jagger was Willem Dafoe. He's like, he was in Spider-Man, right?
They're similar in facial features, I guess.
What were you saying?
No, I was going to say that another fight that got announced that is official is Makachev versus Oliveira Part 2.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I hope.
Okay. Listen, yeah, dude, Oliveira is still a beast, man. I think he has a shot at being Makachev. I know he didn't go for him that way the first time, but he's awesome. And he's,
No, he looks like, after that Dariush fight, he looks like he's back to his old ways. I think if he can find a way to beat Makachev, then it's official. He's officially the GOAT of 55.
well, he'll have to fight him again after that, right? So,
but I think just that win alone, that might make him, at least, if not surpassing, it makes him neck and neck with Khabib. Both of them, you call them both the GOATs.
disappointed that he and Khabib never fought.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, Oliveira didn't really start picking it up until Khabib retired, right? So it wasn't, it's not like the people look back and be like, why did they fight? Was he ducking them? That was not true at all. He just wasn't winning then. Because it took him a minute to really hit his stride the way he's hit it lately. And but he's so tough that someone beating him twice, that seems far-fetched to me, no matter who it is. Not impossible, but again, I think Makhachev's going to have a hell of a fight on his hands. I mean, he's great. He's really great. So, but I'm excited for it. I'm just as excited for it as I was the first one.
Yeah, me
Really.
too.
So, I mean, although my first thought was a little bit of disappointment that it's not going to be Volk and Makhachev again.
Yeah.
I wanted that first, but that's fine. Whatever. I'll take this. That's going to be Abu Dhabi, right? All these are in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And I think it's official. Edwards versus Covington. I think it's also in the Persian Gulf, and it's official.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I haven't seen that one though. I mean, I know they've been talking about it, but I don't know, dude. I don't even like watching Covington fight anymore. He's just not.
Yeah, I agree 100%, man. I'm sick of his act already. I hope.
Yeah, and he's not. And he doesn't beat the best guys. He
doesn't fight the best guys.
He doesn't beat Usman. He didn't beat Usman.
Right.
And I mean, I guess he has a better skill set to beat Edwards, I guess, but we'll see. I don't know.
You really think so? I've heard other people say that, but how so? It's like Edwards was able to stop takedowns from Usman. So what is Kobe going to do? What could he possibly do?
Well, he's more of a wrestler first, right? He kind of puts the pressure on the entire fight to try to get you down,
On the feet, it's a wash. Like, I think Edwards might knock him out.
I think Edwards better than him on the feet, but I think because of that, you're going to see Kobe just push the whole time, like go 100 miles an hour and try to get his body on him and take him down, beat him up that way, like the whole fight. So, can Edwards fight that off for fun?
I don't know, but I feel like if Covington loses a third title fight in 5 fights, then I think we've seen enough of him. That should put him all the way back in the pack. So we don't have to see him for a little while.
I don't know, man. Guys who with big mouths get a lot of chances. Look at Masvidal.
You notice that.
Get a lot of them, and I get it. I do get it, but I don't know, man. When they're not winning, it gets annoying.
Well, to tell you the truth,
if you're winning with a big mouth, it's fun. When it's not, it's annoying. Looking at you, Connor. Looking at you.
Well, in my opinion, they're all just keeping the belt warm for this guy called Shavkat Rakhmonov. They're just.
Ooh, maybe he's got to be Gastelum first, though.
Yeah, that's probably going to happen.
He's great. Man, that was great. What a great fight that we saw in Vegas when he fought Jeff Neal.
Yeah.
Great fight.
Jeff Neal and Ian Gary. That's booked. Have you checked out this drama between them? Oh yeah,
we talked about it. Yeah, I don't know. That's funny. I don't know. I think it's going to be a good fight. I like Jeff Neal.
Yeah.
And I like seeing undefeated guys get beat because they never have before. It's like interesting seeing the looks on their face when they're like in trouble for the first time or in big trouble. So, I mean, when it happened to Cody Garbrandt, he had been knocked out before as an amateur. I was there. I saw it happen. But
Well, really, you were at that fight?
when he fought as an amateur, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He got knocked out in Cleveland by Jarrell Hodge, who's with Bellator now, I think. They're both amateurs. And yeah, Hodge knocked him out in I think the second round. And Cody had so many people at that fight that you could hear a pin drop in that place.
Wow.
Yeah. It's online somewhere. I know that.
You know, I've
So,
seen it before. That's why I was
Yeah,
asking
yeah.
you if you were there.
Yeah, I was there. That was like 2010 or 11. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, but yeah, my buddy was on that card. He lost too, so it wasn't a great night.
Well,
He ended up going to the hospital because he passed out in the hotel room after his fight.
oh wow.
He had a concussion, but he ended up being okay. It was just kind of worried because he passed out after his fight.
Yeah, I think I've heard if you have a concussion, the last thing you want to do is go to sleep, right?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. Well, this is riveting, man. This is
Is it not?
No, I'm having fun. I'm just concerned for the viewers. I don't know if they're
Well, what else do we usually do? Just talk about nonsense. Like what else would we be doing? This is what we always do.
that's
Are we
true.
supposed to be yelling at each other? I don't hate you like I hate Ray.
No, I'm having a good
Not
time.
yet, at least.
I just feel like I should have been more prepared. I should have had some topics.
Well, we always fucking do that. I don't know. I mean, some fights got announced. We talked about that. Anything else? You can look it up, I guess. Is anything else happened today?
Are you familiar with this guy, Adam 22?
No, it sounds like an internet person. Is it? Is he an
Yes.
internet person?
Yes,
No.
he's a former BMX rider, and now he hosts a hip hop podcast.
Okay.
He makes money from, let's just say, other ventures, and but he's sort of getting made fun of now because his actual wife, just shot a porn movie.
His wife did?
Yes.
Well, they're making fun of him. I mean, was he aware? Was he
Yeah,
not
no,
aware?
And so like I don't know, man. It's just
Is there a question in here somewhere?
I don't know. I just not really. I was wondering if you heard about this. It's
No,
like,
but I mean, listen, if he's well aware of it, it was going to happen, and he's like, all right, cool, do it. You do it. Then what are you making fun of him for? Like,
I just
he was
can't-
in on it, right? He was fine with this. So what are you giving him shit for? I don't get it.
I just don't understand it. Like I don't understand. Like what is the what is the world coming to, man? Like what? Like,
Which part? That
I mean,
which part? That he's
as
getting
far as
shit?
I know, both he and his wife are independently millionaires, so they have money. So they
Okay.
didn't need to do this for money. So it's like, what kind of a man?
I don't know. Like, you don't know what he gives off on, man. There's a lot of people get off on weird shit. Maybe he wanted, he wanted that. That's what he gives off on. I don't know. I mean, yeah, we don't get it, but I do understand that there are people like that out there. And I know I get that I don't get it, but I don't know if that's your thing, man. Go for it. I don't know. I mean, is that the question? Like, what? I don't know.
No, I guess that's the attitude to have, to each his own. But it's like I just don't understand it, man.
Well, I don't really either, but if that's what you want to do, man, that's fine. But I mean, I don't know. I don't understand giving the guy shit for it. I mean, that's his thing. You think it's weird, but obviously he doesn't. So what are you giving him shit for?
Bro, I could never kiss my wife again. Like I could never.
Some people can apparently. I
don't think I can hold her hand. Like what the fuck, man? It's just. But yeah, like you said, to each their own.
Damn, a lot of people are into that. His wife lets him get with other women too. Well, I mean, yeah, probably. That's the kind of relationship they have. And yeah, not my thing either, but I understand that it's some people's thing. So okay, good for them. I don't know.
That's Hollywood for you, man. It's like Will Smith and his wife. It's like
Well, geez, that was a little different because I don't think Will was in on that.
True. That's true.
Or he pretend like you. I don't know. That's fucking weird, man. I don't.
You know what? I never got your reaction to the Oscar slap. What did you think?
We've talked about it a bunch, haven't we?
I know I have on the holes. I don't particularly.
I think the most impressive thing was how Chris Rock handled it.
Yes, facts.
Yeah, as I feel like a lot of people would just want to, chase that dude down, even if they couldn't fight. It's principle. Like, I don't know. Someone did that to me in public. Like, I don't know. I like to think that cooler heads would prevail, but also sometimes I'm like, just want to fucking hit that guy, even if it's going to end up in a fight that I'm going to lose. It's kind of the principle of it,
Well, I remember
he handled it perfectly. I mean, he was.
Oh no,
like,
Chris!
That was
Chris, he for getting slapped in the mouth on national TV, he handled it just about as well as he could have. But I remember somebody at the time asking, "What if it was instead of Chris Rock? What if it was The Rock who was presenting that award? Do you think Will Smith would have went up there after The Rock made a joke about his wife?" And it's like, no, I don't think so.
No, no way, man. No, it had to be a 130-pound, 55-year-old comedian, or however older than that, I think. But yeah, no, it had to be someone that he thought he could beat up. There's no way he would do that if it was The Rock. No, or even an actor who looks tough, like a Harrison Ford or like a Clint Eastwood. He wouldn't do it to Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood at 90-some years old would beat his ass.
That would be hilarious.
But no, 100%. There's no fucking way he would do it if it was no. It had to be someone he thought he could beat up, and someone he's known for a long time too.
Yeah,
wasn't
that's why after that thing happened, it's like I hated the way it all went down. Like, first of all, Will Smith did not get arrested for a public assault, but then even afterwards, the way that all the other actors were coming around him, consoling him and shit like that, I'm like, what the fuck?
Like he was the victim.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. And then he fucking wins the Oscar after that.
Yeah.
And they gave him his Oscar. They should have. That's the worst. They should have. Why did they not escort him out of the building and make him someone else accept his Oscar for him? No, dude. They let him hang out. Like, what the fuck?
I agree. They should have kicked him out and let DJ Jazzy Jeff go up there and accept the award.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What's he doing?
He did handle it good, but did you see how he was thinking about all the ways you can make Will look stupid for that? Well, listen, one of them was just not do anything. That was one way to make him look stupid. It was not retaliate. And then also his bit on his special is fucking hilarious. So there you go.
That's true.
Game Rock.
It did give him some material. So it's one good thing.
It's really good. It's like, I love watching Emancipation to see him get his ass beat. I'm watching that. I'm rooting for Master. That's funny. That's funny. Have we heard from Ray?
I'm checking Discord now. I'm wondering, is he all right?
I mean, he probably just doesn't have power. I mean, let me see here. Although knowing him, he's probably really pissed off, which I don't really blame him. I was pretty pissed when my power was off, but I couldn't do the show. But not anything you can do about it. He's typing. Was Ray streaming from a cheap hotel? Well, it was his house, so yes and no. No, it's a normal house. As far as I know, he was home.
Yo, Tim, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
All right. Here we go. Ray says, houses don't work in water unless you have power, which I don't. Ray doesn't have power. I don't know what the other thing meant, but All right. So Ray doesn't have power. So that is what it is. What's going on? No, he's showing up. I mean, he's not showing up. I think he doesn't have power. Anyway, here's what it is. Pulse will be back. Did you play Daisy? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I don't understand the question. What are we talking about? These glasses? Oh, my sunglasses just broke. Doesn't Ray's electric car have power? He doesn't have an electric car, but if he did, that'd be impressive. We just stream from the car. Ray from his Tesla. One of our comic friends got a Nissan Leaf. It's pretty cool. But well, it's cool. It's a video game. I have no idea what it is, man. I don't play that many video games. I mean, I have a PS4. I do play some. I play MLB The Show, mostly offline, especially now because all my players, I can't use them anymore because the season changed or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but I play that. That's about it. I do have the second South Park game. I've had it for like 2 years, and I haven't played it. I played the first one. Then after I was done with the first one, I bought the second one, but haven't played it. You play those games, Pulse? South Park games?
No, South Park has a game?
You have 2 of them.
What's it about?
Well, the first one's, well, it's an RPG. They're RPGs. So the first one is like based on the like the Game of Thrones characters they did, like wizards and stuff. And the second one is superheroes.
You talk about something else I never got into. I never got into Game of Thrones, man.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great for the most part.
That's what I've heard.
It ended a little shady, but you know, other than that, it's pretty sweet. And I mean, it took me a while to get it. Like, man, I think it was like in its 5th season before I actually started watching it, and I like binged the first however many seasons, and then pretty excited for the next one after it came out. I found all of Tim's favorite players.
I never got into that. Or what was the zombie one?
Which zombie one? I don't know.
The Walking Dead.
Oh, Walking Dead. Oh yeah. No, me neither. That's one of those shows. Is it still going? One of those shows like they did way too many seasons and it just started getting shitty and people stopped watching it.
I'm not sure. I know that the guy from Boondock Saints was on it, so I know he's a pretty good actor.
Willem Dafoe?
No.
Oh, the guy who played the brother? Yeah. One of the not Flannery, the other one. Yeah. Boondock Saints.
Boondock Saints is great.
I used to have a copy of it somewhere. I think I sold it.
Oh man.
But yeah, I definitely had one at one point. No, it's something. It was a good movie, and one of those movies that like I don't know how you heard about it, but I think everyone heard about it from like friends or people like it because it was like it wasn't big in the theaters.
Did it even get a theatrical release? Because I never.
A very small one, yeah, it did, but it was really small. And it was only in a handful of cities, and then it was just video, and then it was just people just word of mouthing it, and it took a while for it to pick up, but eventually made a profit, but it took a while. But it was all from video sales. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Boondock Saints overrated. I don't think that's true. Well, I don't know. Maybe it depends on who you talk to. Maybe some people who talk about it like it's the greatest movie of all time. And it's not, but it's pretty solid. It's a good movie. Like when you watch it, like how did this movie get past me? But the thing is, the movie got past everyone. So there's also a great documentary about it too. But the making of it
sucked, but the first movie was great.
Yeah, the sequel did suck. You know that guy Troy Duffy. Those are the only movies he's ever made. Were the Boondock Saints movies? Yeah. Yeah, he was a bartender and he sold that script to the Weinsteins, and there was a whole thing. They were gonna have him direct it or something, and then something fell through. He wanted more. I don't know, but eventually they pulled out, and he ended up just making it with another company. But That's why it didn't have a theatrical release. It originally did. It was going to because it was going to be a Weinstein movie. But
But
they fell out.
It did indeed make the money that they spent on it. He made that back, though, right?
I think the studio did. I think if I remember correctly, Troy Duffy's deal wasn't, his points weren't on video sales at all, so he didn't make shit from that movie.
Oh man, well, it's a cult classic for sure.
Yeah, it is, but he didn't make any money from it, and he just had to wait around for someone to want to make a sequel, and they finally did. He probably got made more money from the sequel, although the sequel wasn't any good. But biggest bummer of the sequel was seeing Sean Patrick Flannery, is that his name? His terrible plastic surgery that he had done. That was the biggest bummer of the second one. You're like, oh shit, what happened to this guy? He just had bad work done.
Yeah.
It was a bummer. I'm like, oh shit, what the hell? The other guy looked fine. And Willem Dafoe has looked exactly the same age in every movie he's ever done. He's always looked 65. Like you watch him in Speed 2 or whatever one he's in, he looks 65 then.
Yeah.
Great actor though. Maybe one of the best ones. He's great. Willem Dafoe's
Oh
the
yeah.
man.
Another guy that's great.
And he's great in Boondock Saints. Such a weird character, but he crushes it. Especially in that time, that late 90s, that's a gay badass. That's great. It's a great character.
Did you ever see the movie 187 with Samuel Jackson?
Which one was that? I'm not sure.
He plays a high school teacher in
Maybe not.
LA.
Maybe not.
Oh man, good film. It's free on YouTube, I think. Matter of fact, but I highly recommend it.
Okay. What is it about?
It's sort of like Dangerous Minds of the Substitute, if you've seen either of those. He plays a high school teacher at a bad school, and basically he tries to get the kids to conform, but at the end of it, there's this one guy in particular, and the reason I brought it up is because he's also in the sequel to Boondock Saints, the actor I'm thinking of. But at the end of the movie, I don't want to spoil it for you. So
Okay, all right, don't.
yeah.
But I feel like you just described the plot of Sister Act 2. These kids in a bag school, and they had to get them to come together and be good kids. They had to put the music in their hearts.
Yeah, no, that's a trope that's in a lot of movies. The same with like Dangerous Minds, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Defoe's is pretty good. Like a fighter that's always coming to swing for the bleachers. Yeah, Defoe's the man. He's one of those guys that he should be appreciated now, because when he's gone, you're like, dude, did I fucking not realize how fucking good of an actor he was? Like Philip Seymour Hoffman. Yeah. It's like not until he's gone. I mean, you knew he was great, but when he's gone, you're like, fuck, this guy was awesome and everything.
Yeah. Did you ever see Boogie Nights? I'm sure you had to have seen that.
Yeah, Boogie Nights, yeah.
Okay. What do you think about Mark Wahlberg, man?
In general? Oh, I don't know.
Just as an actor.
I don't think I mean, he's fine. He's fine, but I don't think there's ever been a movie where I'm like, man, what an amazing performance by Mark Wahlberg. Like he's always, most of his characters are pretty much the same. Even when they're not, they somehow are, I don't know. Like when he's not playing a badass, like when he's like Ted or something, you're like, it's still like the same guy. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, he has a bit of range because he can do comedy, but like, no, he's not going to be nominated for any Oscars, I don't think. I mean, he got recently, he did like the Oscar role, right? And what was that? Father Stew. But, he didn't get a lot of love for that.
What was the one M. Night Shyamalan film that everybody seems to hate, but I actually thought it was pretty good. He was in, was it The Happening?
Oh, is it the one when everyone was killing themselves?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
Oh, man. But you know the plot, though.
I know the plot. Basically, it's Bird Box, right? Like,
yeah.
They made another Bird Box too. I don't know.
Oh, did you ever see Old? Movie called Old?
No, I heard that one sucked.
A lot of people say that, but I thought it was all right. It was decent.
No one's liked any of his shit in a while.
Yeah.
I saw Knock in the Cabin. That was okay.
I never saw that.
That's the one with Batista.
Okay, yeah, I'm familiar. I just never saw it. Well, he started off really strong though with The Sixth Sense and Signs, Unbreakable.
Yeah. I mean, he has a show on Apple Plus that has had a few seasons. The Servant. I keep thinking about watching it, but I haven't started yet.
Oh, you know what's really good? They're very campy, but I've always enjoyed the Final Destination series, man.
You know what? They're not bad. They're not bad. But you're right. They're corny. But I don't know, man. Sometimes you just want to watch a movie like that. You know, it's just what is it? It's just fucking action gore. You're gonna make it go like this. Is it the deepest movie of all time? No, not at all. Not at all. But you're gonna see almost everybody in the cast get murdered gruesomely.
Yeah, but it's like the villain is death itself, and it's like you cannot identify the villain, but everybody's running from it. You know,
right? And it's everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, there's another one like that. Man, it's on Netflix. What was it called? Jake Gyllenhaal and Rene Russo were in it. What was it called? Buzzsaw, Velvet Buzzsaw, I think. Yeah. Anyway, it's like evil art that starts killing people.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, like once they see this one guy's art starts killing them. Yeah.
Make me want to check it out now.
It's wacky like that, but it's all right. I'd watch it once. But it's one of those crazy, like what is happening? But all right, people are gonna die in crazy ways. All right.
What about? I'm sure you've seen Hostel, right?
Eli Roth? No, I haven't seen it actually.
Wow.
I'm not a horror movie guy. I don't really chase horror movies ever. I don't see many of them. So the fact that I've seen like Velvet Buzzsaw and Final Destination is kind of a miracle because I don't watch that many. I saw Nope and I saw Get Out.
Did you see Us?
I didn't see Us.
Oh man, that's probably my favorite of
really.
Yeah.
Us looks too scary for me. I can't handle it. I don't know. I don't like movies that just like shit just jumps up at you. I feel like my heart's gonna skip out of my chest. I already have enough anxiety. I don't want a movie to give me any more.
It's understandable.
I don't know. What else did I watch lately? I don't know. I watched that new animated movie on Netflix, Neoma, whatever. I forget about the shapeshifter girl. That was fine. I watched that with my niece.
Not familiar with that one.
No, it just came out. I don't know. No, I haven't seen The Shining or The Exorcist. I don't watch those movies.
What's your favorite Quentin Tarantino film?
Probably Pulp Fiction, man. That's probably the best one. I mean, there's a lot of good ones, man. I love Django. It's great, but I think Pulp Fiction is probably my favorite.
You can't really go wrong with any of them. I'd say for me,
really.
I would say probably volume 1 and 2. I put them both. Kill Bill as well.
Yeah, those are like my least favorite.
What?
Yeah, I mean they're not bad, but they're just. No, man. I like Jackie Brown more than I like those.
Jackie Brown was great.
I think I like Hateful Eight more than I like those.
Never saw that one either.
That one like crawls along, but it's good.
That's probably the only movie of his I haven't seen. I've seen. Did you see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've seen that one. I've seen Reservoir Dogs. That's great movie.
Right, I think he has like 8 movies, right?
He's making one more, and then he's calling it quits, which I hate.
Right, and they said what it was. I forget. It's another period piece, I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Another great movie that he wrote but he didn't direct was True Romance.
Never saw that one.
No, you didn't? True Romance is great. Now, that's a movie that I avoided for a while because of the name. I thought it was something else. And it is a love story, but it's like an action movie. It's Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette,
Christian Slater. We never had
Gary
that.
Oldman. Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman.
Well, she's
Good
still doing shit. She's still doing. Well, last thing I saw her in, she's in that Apple series Severance.
Okay. Have you ever seen the movie Ong Bak?
Ong Bak, I don't think.
It's spelled Ongbak. It's called Ong Bak. It's a kung fu movie. Really, really good. One that I highly recommend.
What language is it in?
Yeah, it's dubbed for American audiences. I think it's originally in. Oh man, I couldn't even tell you, but yeah,
One of the Asians.
yeah, one of those. I can't remember, but yeah, it's a great movie. If you like action, that's a good one. And then a movie with Jude Law came out a while back, and Jennifer Jason Leigh called Exit Stance. Have you ever seen it?
No, Exit Stance.
It's existence, but it's spelled like exit stance.
Okay. No, I don't think so.
Okay, I would recommend you see it, but I'm just gonna point out one thing of the movie, and I don't think it'll spoil it for you. But this scene alone made me, when somebody described it to me, it made me want to go watch it. So I'll describe what happened. Okay, so he goes basically. Okay, this scene, he's at a restaurant. Now, everybody in this restaurant, like the wait staff, the cooks, the chef, they're all assassins.
Okay.
But he's not aware of it yet. He has this thing where it downloads information into his brain. And he only gets the intel that these guys are all assassins and want to kill him seconds before he does something about it. So he's sitting down at this restaurant, and they bring him a cooked pheasant, a cooked bird. And he eats the bird whole. You know, they show like grease all on his hands and face and shit, and he eats this bird whole. Then the information that all of these restaurant staff are assassins starts to download in his head. And it's his duty to take them all out, but he doesn't have a weapon. So
he uses the bird bones.
He takes the bird bones, clips them together, and makes a gun, and starts taking out the bro. You gotta see this movie, man.
I just looked it up. It's Existence with a Z.
Yes, with a Z at the end.
It's on Showtime, and I have Showtime, so I can watch it.
Oh man,
I'll watch it.
Please do. It's great.
It came out in '99. I haven't seen it. Made a gun. I thought he was gonna say he stabbed people with the bones, but he made a gun.
No, he made a gun out like a bird gat out of this bird that he just ate, and like they show the gun, it had like a clip with all the bones in it as like bullets.
Possible. It's not possible.
Oh man, it's great. It's fucking great.
Oh, man, what's that other weird like brain movie with Ben Affleck when he's like an assassin or something, but then they erase his mind every time he does a job? Paycheck.
Never
seen
saw that
Paycheck? It's okay.
You know a good movie he did? Did you ever see the one where what's it called? With him and Samuel Jackson where he runs them off in traffic?
Yeah, what is that one called? Changing Lanes? No, what's it called? Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Good movie.
Hey, he's still my favorite, Jack Ryan. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
I think Seven More Fears is my favorite one. My favorite Jack Ryan movie, I think. Yeah.
What about Clear and Present Danger? That was also.
You know, I started watching that the other day. I haven't finished it yet.
Oh man.
I gotta restart it because, like I said, I was looking on my phone the whole time and I kind of missed some shit. I have to watch it again. Changing Wives is a good movie. That was a TV show, wasn't it? Wife Swap.
Not familiar with that one.
No, you remember Wife Swap?
Well, yeah, no.
How about Black White with that Ice Cube show they had where they put a black family in whiteface and a white family in blackface? Remember that?
No, but I'm going
to real TV show that they made and put on television.
Oh shit!
It's called Black White, I believe. That was a real thing. I don't know. You probably can't find it on TV anywhere anymore. They probably buried that shit, but If you look it up, it existed.
I'm definitely going to now. Black, white. Okay. Put that on
Pretty
the
sure
list.
that's what it was called. Yeah, I think it was Ice Cube was the producer of it, and that's what they did. They put black people in whiteface and white people in blackface. I'm like, how did this get okay? I mean, I understand the point. Like, I understand the point they're trying to make, but like, still.
Yeah.
Ray tells me he's charging his phone in his truck. So I don't know. I don't think what Ray's gonna make it because I don't know how much longer we have here. I mean, I'm all just good to stay, but I just don't know what we're talking about. Oh, the fights this weekend are happening.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to preview UFC London? That is the title of the video.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let me see
Yeah, we
if
get to it eventually. Fights. I'm more excited for a 10U softball tournament this week than fights. But
it's a you got a tournament coming up?
my niece has a tournament.
Oh, okay.
And like usually when they have tournaments, they're kind of far away, but this one is like, well, it's the same place where I play. So, and we're off this week, so.
Oh, okay.
We just have there's a number of teams, so we have a bye week, but so we don't play this week. But she does, so that kind of worked out.
What is y'all's record this season?
Our
Yeah.
team, we're 2-6.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we're not done yet, man.
Okay.
We gotta play everybody 2 more times, so. Like there's one team that I think is probably a little better than everybody, but all the other teams are all pretty close, and even that team that's a little better can get beat by those other teams too. So, once we get to the tournament, that's going to be the end of the year tournament is the big thing.
Okay,
but that won't be for a while.
Would like at the rate y'all are going, are you going to qualify for a postseason or?
Yeah, everybody qualifies.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, listen, yeah, like we only won 2 games, but a lot of those games were close. We lost one of our games extra innings last week, and we won one of our games by 20. So we don't suck. We're just inconsistent so far hitting the ball.
I remember you saying that, didn't you? You said one game ended 22-7 or something like that.
22-2. We won one 22-2.
Wow.
We got beat that bad once too, but we beat somebody. And the next game we beat them 26-20. Yeah, they got it together a little bit, and we were actually down most of that game if it came back. In the last 2 innings, we scored 15 runs with 2 outs.
Wow, now that's a hell of an inning right there.
Yeah. Well, it was 5 with 2 outs, and then it was 11 with 2 outs in the next inning. Some sort of pincher bug on my table.
I was
looking for the. Right.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, my niece's team who's playing in that tournament, their record is a little bit better than ours. They're 26-0.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, but they're playing a lot of travel teams this week, so there's going to be some good teams in that tournament. So, a lot of times I go to see them play. Like none of the games I've been to, I've seen them play have been close. There's been a couple close ones, but I'm never at those. Like when I see them play in their league, I think they average beating the teams in their league by like 11 or 12 runs.
So I'm guessing they're the fave to win it all, huh?
Not necessarily, because these are some travel teams. That.
I mean, undefeated.
And they're really they're a rec team that played in a couple tournaments, and they did win both the tournaments they played in. But there's some other teams that haven't played before in this tournament that are all travel teams. They play a lot of games though. There's like one team they're playing that's played 50 games since the spring, which is a heck of a lot for girls, 10-year-old girls.
I was gonna bring up the card. Is that
Yes.
all right?
Yes, sir. Let's do it. I would love to go to one of these London cards. It'll be fun as hell.
Yeah, I'd like to go to London one day just to see it all.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have to go for like a reason. like or like with plans because they don't think it's like not. It's not a very pretty place, really, and like the food's gross. They say the weather sucks. Like
That's what I've heard. I heard for breakfast they eat beans on toast.
yeah. Every time I see a picture of like someone eating breakfast in England, I'm like, what the fuck is that, dude? Get this out of here. Yeah, they said the food sucks. Except, well, it's also a melting pot country, so like all the good food is from other places, right? Kind of like here.
Yeah, like people talk about a dish called pie and mash, and from what I've seen online, it doesn't look like.
Yeah, get that out of here. Whatever, man. Yeah, dude, just give me fish and chips. Smoking fish and French fries. I'll take that all day. That's fine.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
But I mean, there's stuff to do, especially sports. I love to see like a Premier League game or something like that, or fights or something. Actually, the place I want to go the most is Japan, because like the three biggest things in Japan are like three of my favorite things: is baseball, fighting, and karaoke. So this place sounds perfect. I'm like, yeah, Japan's is amazing.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to Japan.
Yeah, it's expensive. It costs so much to get there.
Yeah.
Take like 3 flights.
Plus, I heard
Probably
the air pollution is not great. That's what I've heard.
Dude, the air pollution here sucks. Thanks, Canada. All right, what's Aspinall Tibera?
Okay.
Well, I guess the prevailing wisdom would be Aspinall's going to beat his ass, right? That would be what you think.
Yeah.
I mean, the only fight he looked bad in when he got hurt in that Blades fight, right? Blades fight, but that was it.
His knee popped out, so he kind of pulled up lame.
So
But that's what
he's okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty much going. Early prediction would be Aspinall first round knockout.
What are the odds? Oh, he's a pretty big favorite here. What does it say? I can't tell. Minus, is that 415? 475. Yeah. I mean, listen, Tibera's tough, dude. We all know that. He's not going to be an easy out, but yeah, I think he was set up with this fight so they could get a nice big pop in London when he knocks him out.
Yeah.
Same thing with this Molly McCann fight. I think this girl was set up to get beat by Molly McCann. That's the reason she's showing up to London. They booked her to get beat by Molly McCann. That's my guess. I don't know. What's the odds on this? There doesn't say anything there.
No, but I'm sure McCann is the fave. But
Yeah,
as far
they had her fight her contender last time. She got her ass kicked. So
yes. As far as Aspinall goes, heavyweight certainly could use some more contenders. That's for sure.
Well, we thought he was going to be the one, right? But really, all that happened is he got hurt. So this is going to be his fight back into that picture, right? That contention of being one of the top guys. And I think he is still one of the top guys. He just had an injury, against Blades. I would have liked to see that fight happen all the way through, but not saying he would have won, but it would have been.
Well,
nice
going out on a limb and assuming he beats Tibera, and I think he will. What do you want to see next from Aspinall? Because I think if he wins, he should call out that guy Sergey Pavlovich. That would be a firefight.
Well, don't they have Pavlovich? Who's fighting? Who's fighting the polar bear? Sergey Spigov. Who's fighting him? Oh, it's coming up.
Oh man, let me look it up.
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
Because I know. Oh, isn't it gone?
Yes, it's gone. Yeah, that's right. In France. That's right. Yeah. Him and Gone. That'll be fun. Yeah, maybe Pavlovich, unless he has a fight coming up. That makes sense. Or even Blades. Who's Blades fighting next? Or is he just waiting around? See what happens with Stipe, and he might just be waiting.
Yeah, he can never get over the hump though. He gets right to the edge of contention, then he loses. So I don't
shoot. He's fighting. Blades has a fight coming up in November with Almeida, John Almeida.
Oh, he's about to get smoked. he's about to get smoked, man. I think Almeida is a future champ for sure.
Well, listen, it's a heck of a test. I mean, Curtis Blades. It's gonna be a good fight. When is that? That's November. Is that the? Are they a main event? They're a main event on a fight night.
Okay.
Cool. That'd be cool. And that's in. It's fight night in Brazil. So yeah, and he's going in his backyard.
Oh man, that doesn't
Have
bode
fun
well.
with that.
Doesn't bode well for Blades, I don't think.
No, dude, me neither. Ugh.
Okay, so we got
Who else did they put on that? Did they put anybody else on the Stipe Jones card?
what is that? 294?
No, let me look. 295. I'm looking it up right now. No, I don't see anybody official yet on here. It's all right. They'll have a heck of a card, I'm sure. Oh, that'd be fucking great to go to. Another thing that I wish I could go to, but I can't. We talked about the number one thing I wish I could go to that I found out about yesterday. Creed's
294,
coming
right?
back. Creed's coming back. Pulse, did you hear that?
Yeah, I remember y'all talking about it.
Yeah, but now we know what's happening. We thought I was hoping it was going to be a tour, but it's not. They announced yesterday it's going to be a cruise. They're doing a cruise.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I already looked. I'm not going to be able to swing it.
Have you ever been on a cruise?
Yeah, I did when I was 20. And I'm like, you know what? I do not have any I don't want to go. I don't want to go back.
Oh, really? Why? What is it a bad time?
It's I'd rather just go to a place than like just be on a boat with a bunch of people you don't really want to be on a boat with. And it's just, I don't know. It's not. Yeah, dude, just go to a city or or just go to the beach, go to the Bahamas. You know, don't fucking take a boat there. No, fucking awful. This is the only thing that would made me even consider going on a cruise was if Creed was going to be on the cruise. And
You want to preview this third fight?
Yes, we're getting there. You know, we always get there, Pulse, but I'm talking about Creed right now. Okay, I'm very disappointed. I looked up how much it costs, and I'm not going to be able to handle it and to figure it out. And it sucks because I really want to go. I was very disappointed. I was hoping they were going to come to Blossom or somewhere, Cleveland, Columbus, Pittsburgh, one of those, but no, none of them. It's a fucking cruise, Miami to Nassau. All right, and I can't afford it. It's $1,000 a person, and then have to fly to Miami. It's not going to work.
Are there any cruises that dock in Cleveland?
In Cleveland, no.
I was gonna say, do y'all have a body of water near y'all? I don't.
Well, Lake Erie, but it doesn't. I mean, I think technically it runs into the ocean. I think maybe, but you couldn't get a boat there. You could get a cruise ship there. But no, we don't. None of that.
I mean,
No,
y'all
we
have
have
a
Lake
beach.
Erie, but-
Y'all have a beach, right? Y'all have Euclid, right?
There are beaches because there is a lake, Lake Erie. The Lake Erie does have a beach, and we
Okay.
also have. There's actually islands in Lake Erie, and there's a lot of peninsulas. Put-in Bay is one. It's like a touristy place. I've never been to it, and I don't really plan on it. But it's like an island that's right off Lake Erie there. That, yeah, it's a touristy place, kind of. I don't know. It's a place people go there and get hammered, and then get on a boat and go home. So, I have no interest in going there, but I've heard lots about it and nothing good. I remember like watching a guy fight a guy fight an amateur, and then a couple of months later, I found out he got murdered at Put-in Bay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I guess he just got in a fight with some bros, and they beat him to death.
Damn.
I think.
Wow.
Yeah, and
How
his brother was a pro fighter.
I was gonna ask, how many Hall of Fames are actually in Ohio? Y'all have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Is that right?
Well, at least two. There might be a couple smaller ones I don't really remember, but I mean the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Pro Football Hall of Fame,
right.
about an hour apart.
Okay.
Yeah, you just take 77 down.
Have you been to both?
Yeah. The one Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is really close to me. It's like 25 minutes from my house.
And
Not the Rock and Roll. The Pro Football Hall of Fame. Football one is really close to me. I used to live walking distance from it for a few years. I lived right like just on the street or on the same street as it, but I haven't been to there in a really long time. I was like 17, I think, the last time I went. I've been to the Baseball Hall of Fame, which is like 8 hours from me, twice since I've been to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, which is 25 minutes from me. I looked the other day at tickets because I always think about going, but they went up to like $30. They used to be 20.
Huh.
I mean, I'll go eventually. I just keep forgetting about it. I'll go. It's probably better to go in it, not this time of year because it's about Hall of Fame week's happening in like a couple weeks. All the inductions and shit. And the Browns are playing in the game this year. Browns Jets.
Who's up for induction this year? Do you know?
Joe Thomas.
Oh, he should. One of the best linemen ever. He should get in.
He's already. Yeah, he's getting. Well, he's getting in. They're about to induct him. Yeah.
Okay.
They're about to induct him, and it's going to be sold out because there's going to be tons of Browns fans there. I thought about going, but I'm like, it's going to be a big pain in the ass. I'll just watch it on TV. But I drive by that stadium all the time, and it's not huge, but it's nice. They redid it a few years ago. It's pretty nice.
Is Mike Allstott in the Hall of Fame?
I don't think so. I don't think he quite has the numbers. Like, I only think he only had a few years he was really good. I mean, he has like some of the ultimate highlight reels ever.
He was trucking fools left and right, man.
He was the most fun to watch, dude. He's the best highlight reels.
I don't think
guys hanging off of him.
That position is like damn near extinct. You don't really see fullbacks like that anymore.
No, especially not ones. No, not even teams have big third down backs like that anymore either.
Yeah, they seem to be all scat backs and just.
I mean, you'll have a bigger guy, but they don't look like Allstott.
Yeah.
No,
he. I don't. Maybe it was the way he wore his pads or something, but he just looked like.
Yeah, he had the neck roll and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just a giant roided up missile. But no, he has the best highlights.
Yes.
Guys hanging off of him. Like that 1 year Peyton Hillis had. That was him for one whole season.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember him.
He was awesome. I mean, we loved him, and then he just kind of
He
fell off.
he was on the cover of Madden one year. Wasn't he?
They're the worst players ever in the cover of Madden. Hey, he's a hero now. He saved his kids from drowning in the ocean and almost died himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think we talked about it. I think I gave him Hero of the Week one week. I know I did. But yeah, I don't know where he was specifically, but his kids were in the ocean, and I guess the tide carried him out, and he just went out there to get them, and he almost drowned. He got them out, but he almost drowned. He was in hospital for a while. But he's fine now. So, yeah. Okay, we can keep going.
So we got.
Well, all right. You have anything on Feely and Wood? I don't have a whole lot here.
Yeah, Andre Touchy Feely versus Nathaniel Wood, featherweight.
It's not even his real name.
Who's that?
Feely. That's not even his real name.
It's not?
No, I looked it up. It's not even his real name. I don't know. I don't know where it came from, but it's not his given name. He may have changed it. I don't know. I don't know the story. I just know it's not his birth name.
Well, Andre or the last name Feely?
Feely.
Oh, okay.
Let me look it up. Andre Feely. Andre Riley Givens, better known by the name Andre Feely.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. But it makes it creepier now. Like, they just, why don't we just call you Touchy Feely? Why? I don't know.
That's a pretty good nickname, though. Clever.
Yeah, I can't see what happened. No, I guess it's just like it's like a stage name, his fight name, Andre Feely. Okay. Yeah, but his name Andre Riley Givens.
Well, that's sort of like Anthony Pettis. You know, his birth name was Anthony Perez.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they changed it to Pettis. I'm not sure why.
Well, I mean, I know it's the same thing with Garbrandt, but he was adopted by his stepfather. Like, that makes sense. Like, I know why.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that either. Wow.
Yeah, this is his dad was in jail when he was born, I believe. And his stepfather adopted him legally, but he still has a relationship with his dad, his biological dad's brother taught him how to box. That's Robert Meese, who trains us down the street from me. He lives in town here. He was an Ultimate Fighter. He was in a lot of his corners for a long time.
Wait, is Garbrandt from Cleveland?
What?
Is Garbrandt from Cleveland?
No, he's from where I live, down here.
Oh, okay.
Which is close to Cleveland, but no, he's from Yerkesville, which I live in New Philadelphia. He's like a little town next to mine.
Oh, okay.
But he went to the same high school I did. He actually
Oh, really?
graduated in the same high school. I believe that's true. He got kicked out of Yerixville and I think he finished online at New Philly, which is where I went. But he was behind me. But yeah, no, I mean, I knew Cody a little bit. I knew him a lot when he was an amateur. I used, told a story about he and one of my buddies at the Y. I was with my friend. He called my buddy and asked if he wanted to spar. So I went down there with him and took time for him with stopwatch while they were doing rounds in the basement of the Y. It was just us three.
Can he resurrect his career though?
I think he can. I think he has the ability. I don't think he's done. I want him to, too. I also want him to. And I rolled with him once,
Oh, really?
Yep. He came to judo one time. No, he knew. No, he always say, "Oh." Every time I saw him, he said, "Hey" to me. We knew each other. We didn't know each other super well. I mean, he knew my name, But then he moved away, and I haven't seen him in a long time. So I haven't seen him since I think after his first fight or his first fight. Yeah, in the UFC. I mean, the first fight in the UFC.
Okay.
So it's been a while. But yeah, I didn't know him. But a lot of people here know him well. His family's still here. So his uncle lives in town here. And I know his uncle too. Like I said, his uncle was an Ultimate Fighter when he was one of the coaches. He went with him. And he's done a lot of his corners stuff. But yeah, he's from here. So that's why I'm a fan of his.
As far as this fight, I don't think there's too much to preview. So
okay, next.
This is a good one.
There we go.
Paul Craig moving down to middleweight, taking on Andre Muniz.
Wait, he's always fought middleweight, hasn't he? No. He's fought. No, you're right. He was fighting 205.
He actually has a win over the current champion.
Yeah, that too.
Ripped his arm off. He actually has a win over Magomedov too. So that's crazy. But now he's at 185, and I wouldn't mind seeing him make a run here because I feel like they could use.
Yeah, he lost his last one though, didn't he?
Yes, he lost to Johnny Walker.
Johnny Walker, that's right. Johnny Walker beat his ass. That's right. Well, listen, if you get caught by Paul Craig's legs, you're in trouble. But other than that, it's about all he's got really anymore, I think. I like to say he has more, but against Muniz, I really think that's probably his only shot. So I'm pulling for the Bear Jew, but I feel like Muniz is probably going to get him.
I don't know. Muniz, he lost his last one to Brendan Allen. Both of these guys are ground specialists, so it should make for an interesting fight. I just wouldn't mind seeing Paul Craig make a push here at middleweight because I feel like he might have a skill set that can thwart Adesanya and some of these strikers at 85.
If you get in his guard, maybe we got to get in his guard first.
Yeah, that's true.
But no, I love. You don't see him that often anymore. I mean, you get a handful a year, triangles, not a ton. I mean, I don't know, 5 maybe or less triangles, and most of them are Paul Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of them. At least, I mean, just in the UFC, I'm talking. If you look everywhere, I'm sure there's more. But yeah, it's just a fun submission, a great submission. You don't see that often, mainly because guys know how to defend it. But yeah, you never know. Jordan Levitt had that inverted triangle a while ago. Was it last year? That was sweet.
What do you think? What do you think about Jordan Levitt, man?
I love him. I think he's awesome. I love everything about him. I love that he's weird. I love that he's different than everybody else. That's my favorite part about him, is that he's not Sean Strickland. He's teammates with Sean Strickland, but he's the exact opposite person as Sean Strickland. That's what I'm like. How are you guys on the same team? That's what I want to ask him. Like, how does that work? Number one, how do you have the same profession, let alone be on the same team?
Well, yeah, that's a fair question. I mean, he's what can you say about Jordan Levitt, man?
Well, he's Mormon. He's very Mormon.
That's even surprising, considering his mannerisms.
The Mormons will fight people?
No, I mean Mormons that twerk. I guess is more where I'm coming from with it.
I'm pretty sure he's Mormon. He is, right? I think he is.
I believe so. No, I believe he is.
He is Mormon, yeah. Nah, dude, I think he's great. I like the way he fights too. But No, I love that. I love that there's somebody in the sport that's supposed to be like a macho sport who isn't, but and he's good at it. It's not like he sucks.
No,
and
no,
like his
no.
last fight, he knocked somebody out. He's knocked
Yeah.
a couple different guys out. That
Yeah.
that slam knockout he had was nasty as hell. That's
He gave Pimblett a good fight before he got finished.
that too. Yeah, he's tough. I like Levitt a lot. I think he's good. I think he's gonna do good things. But his personality is actually probably my favorite part about him because he's just such a different guy.
I showed my brother, who's not the biggest fan of mixed martial arts, I showed him some of his highlights. He's like, is this dude, is he straight? I'm like, I think so. I think this is just an act.
It's Mormon straight, which means even if you're not, you are.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if who cares. Just because you
No, no,
do weird stuff, you twerk, it makes you not straight. That's not true.
Yeah, no, I just something that I point out. Thought I'd point out. But
No, I am excited that the next two guys on the card are on the card, but I think, man, are these guys set up for wins too? I don't know, maybe not Herbert. Jay Herbert, and then is it Laron Murphy? Laron Murphy is fighting too.
yes.
Yeah, those two guys. I'm excited to see these two guys fight. They're both awesome.
Yeah, Herbert, man. I remember him getting knocked out by Taporia, and ever since then.
Yeah, no, it can happen. It can happen. And it looks like he's an underdog here too, but I don't know who's this Zai. I don't think I know this guy.
Siam, French fighter.
That's my French impression. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just excited. Well, Murphy too. Is Murphy still undefeated? Is he undefeated?
Let me find out.
Maybe he has one loss.
What does it say there? 12-0-1. Yes. So
Okay. He has a draw. All right. Well, I think he's going to win another one. Why not? Okay. Who else is on this card? Like David Grant's on this card, isn't he? There he is.
Yes.
Yeah. It's fighting a dude, a Peruvian dude who's undefeated, I think.
Okay, so I'm not familiar with Daniel Marcos.
Neither am I, but I love watching David Grant fight because he'll like throw haymakers from his hips.
Yeah, he's
He
definitely
doesn't
got
win
good-
every fight, but he always looks fun, man. He's always fun.
Yeah, he's got great boxing. I agree.
So I think this guy's fighting is undefeated. He may be new. I'm not sure. I feel like this is probably research we should have done, but again, I do have Fight Pass, and I should be like looking at all this shit.
Oh well, this dude is the fave. His opponent.
Yeah, is he? Well, David Grant's always a tough out either way.
Danny Roberts versus Johnny Parsons.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. You think
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and pretend? Oh, DeCassi. I saw DeCassi fight.
Okay, yeah, he's on this card.
I saw him wrestle fuck somebody, which is not what anyone expected, and it got booed a lot because it wasn't very exciting. I wasn't booing.
Yeah.
I think he was smart. He fought Slava Claus, and that was the way to fight him, and he beat him that way. I mean, it wasn't the most exciting. That was in Columbus when we saw him in Columbus, but he won. He got a lot of boos, but he won. But I mean, he can knock people out. I don't know. I don't know this Joel Alvarez. I'm assuming I'm saying that incorrectly. Yoel, probably.
Yeah. Casey is the
Joel Alvarez.
Okay. Oh, so Alvarez is the fave here. So
There you go.
Hmm.
There's so many fighters. Like, if I wanted to know all of them, I'd have to take a lot of time to get to know all these guys.
right.
I just don't have it in me. Do I have the time? Technically, probably, yes. I just don't have the want to do this. Are these heavyweights?
Yes.
Yes. I don't know who they are, but that guy's hair's gnarly. Jamal
Pose.
Pose? Is that how you say that? He's
Yeah, I
American.
remember him
Let's go
fighting.
with American.
Yeah, I'm definitely pulling for him. I remember him fighting on the prelim of some card. He's got hands. He's
How many Americans we have on this card? Not many.
it's a good question. Barbarina's on this card.
Barbarina, there we go.
Okay. He is not the favorite. Wow, Americans might take a bath on this one. None of them.
Yeah, I think they're getting set up to get their asses kicked. I think that's how they do it. I'm going to do that on purpose in London. That's
Yeah.
fine. I'm fine with it. Whatever. We're superior anyway.
Caitlin Vieira.
I mean,
versus-
if they had a whole Americans versus London card, if we had, I think we'd take that for sure. Depending on the matchups, but yeah,
I mean,
your best guy versus our best guys. Yeah. Yes.
I mean, other than
Aspinall versus Stipe. Yeah.
I was gonna say, other than Leon Edwards, who could they really?
Yeah, no, if Pimlet's their best lightweight, you'd have to put him up against our best lightweight, which would be Gate.
Yeah, I would say probably.
I don't think he can beat either of those guys.
You know what? I mean, I'm always excited for fights. This fight night card is not the best, but 291, I cannot wait for that one.
Or it's a 291. Yeah, that's the one after that. That one, yeah, I'm excited for that one. I'm really excited for Kevin Holland. I love Kevin Holland. Didn't know if you know that.
Yeah, no, I'm familiar with your excitement for him.
My fandom of Kevin Holland. Yeah. He's just so fun to watch, and he's never not fun to watch, even when he loses. Like, even when he was getting wrestle fucked, he was talking shit.
I just feel like he
the weirdest thing ever.
I feel like he should have stayed at middleweight. I don't know why. I feel like he's sort of loses power at welterweight.
Well, I mean, geez, she's gonna have a heck of a time with Chiesa, though. I don't see that being a good matchup. I hope he wins. I really do, but I would not put money on Holland to win that fight. Unless, I know he's been working on his shit. He's been working on his shit. He's been working on his wrestling apparently, but how much though? That she has this whole game.
He's a grappler, but I don't think he's gonna treat him like Hamzat did.
No, I don't think it's gonna be that bad. But I think I would be I don't know, the Dollar Tree version of that, maybe. I don't think it's gonna be as dominant, but
I only wish he stayed at middleweight because I just wanted one day to see him versus Adesanya, just because I feel like
that would be fun.
Yeah.
We didn't leave him on purpose, all right? Listen, Two Joints, when I had this problem, when I didn't have power, Ray did the show with Thomas, all right? I didn't have power. It's what it is. You don't have power, the show goes on. The show goes on. Do we want him here? Yes, we want him here. All right? But he doesn't have power, so it is what it is. It's for you. It's for you people. So that's next week. Yeah, that's next week.
Yes, I just
man, I gotta spend more money. Jeez.
This card is stacked. I just wanted to preview it real quick.
Yeah. What we got? It's and there's no title fights, no real title fights. So that
this is sort of a title fight.
Bullshit.
The bad motherfucker.
That's dumb.
No. There is indeed a title fight. Jan Blachowicz versus Alex Pereira is now been announced as the.
Did they make that? They make that a title fight now?
Yes, because Jamal Hill had to relinquish his belt. So this is for the interim the interim 205 strap.
Well, is it if he gave up the belt?
No, not the interim.
It's the actual one, right?
Yeah, for the full belt. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. If he gave it up, then okay. Are they still the co-main event though?
Yes.
They're pretending like that other thing is. We are about to leave, and now Ray shows up.
Hi.
He called my bluff. I told him that I was trying to be nice and saying that I wanted him here. Ray's like, "Oh, he wants me there." I was lying, but he called my bluff.
I did because I like to do it every once in a while.
Fuck. Right.
Yeah, we have no power still, so
that sucks.
I had to charge. Oh, and it died. Son, bitch, really? I had a.
Is it hot yet?
Dude, this thing's burning.
No, I mean in your house. Is it hot yet?
No, the rain kind of cooled shit down here. So.
Did you light candles?
No, I should. I was thinking about doing that and actually have a what do you call it? Phone stand with a light. I was gonna come on and make it look like I was doing a seance, and have like candles around me. That would have been a funny. I thought that would have been a fun visual, but it was not meant to be. Hi Tim.
Who you trying to bring back? Kimbo Slice?
Yeah, I'd say he'd be in my pantheon of resurrections if I could really do something about it.
Macho Man?
Yeah.
Bruiser Brody?
Did you watch that episode?
I did, yeah. And my question was, like, how did he make it out of that locker room alive? Like, how did they? I'm surprised they just all didn't beat him to death.
He was the booker, bro.
But he killed somebody.
I know.
I don't give a fuck. Well, however, you know what? I think about if Dana White walked into the UFC locker room and killed one of the fighters, the other guys would be like, "I'm not losing my job, bro."
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I get it, but it's not right. And
Uh,
also, how can they call that self-defense if the dude had a butcher knife on him? Like
They
he's
paid
holding a
some
butcher knife.
it was some political shit, dude. Like straight up
He was obviously
politics and guys.
What was dude's name? Cologne? Something Cologne?
Carlos Colon, yeah,
But the guy,
And you know he's the father of Carlito?
yeah, and Primo,
Yeah.
yeah. So Carlos Colon has been very much an accomplice to this whole thing because he was the promoter down there. So he's absolutely like that was such fuckery, bro. Like such fuckery. Knowing the full story now, it's so gross, so gross.
I'm just wondering, why didn't
Back to
Teddy
Tony.
Atlas,
yeah,
why didn't he just beat his ass?
that's the first question.
Well, Tony Atlas was
He was
probably
busy trying to
sucking.
save him, right?
I think honestly he's lying and he was sucking on some rat's toes. I really, because like, how do you let your friend die like that? First off, if you're here, that
Bye, Ray.
What happened?
He disappeared. I don't know. Let's.
no
happened?
idea what just happened, boys.
I don't either. But bought it out of Steam. So, bye everybody. We'll be back Tuesday.
All right, guys. Talk to you later. Have a good night. Pulse, take us out by ending the stream now.
Bye everybody.
End it.